expected to. Let's now welcome Nongshim Red Force. Korea's last hope walks into the playoffs with proof, pride, and nothing to fear.
Ramener la coupe à la maison sera leur slogan sur cette scène. Ils sont chez eux. Ce sont les Gentle Knights.
Big reaction there, as you might have expected.
The crowd's favorites.
Let's now welcome NRG. They have been pushed, tested, and dragged through pressure, and they are still standing. Some boos in the crowd, but NRG are unfazed.
Young Turkish blood, talent, and trash talk. These are BBL. 5 jeunes pépites turcs, spécialistes du banter comme les Gentlemates le savent. Un name qui n'est plus à présenter et ils viennent pour le trophée de l'EWC.
And finally, your title defenders, Team Heretics!
क्या चल रहा?
The crown is still
BCT.
theirs. The target is on their
EWC
backs.
के matches
Team
हैं,
Heretics
Valorant
return
के.
to defend what everyone else came here to take from them.
Watchparty
S'il y a
उसकी.
bien une équipe à faire tomber, c'est eux, les piliers, les rois de Valorant à l'EWC, Team Heretics.
The teams are ready
Welcome.
to the esports World Cup.
Faites
Du
du
bruit!
I'm really excited. I honestly don't feel any pressure. I don't connect it that like we were the last champions and we're gonna play again.
Yes,
So I just play. Hopefully we can do really good again as a team. We trust each other. We go a lot of like ups and downs, especially last Masters. We didn't do well. That's our strength, kinda. We can fix stuff quickly. Coming into this tournament, we did really well, I think. Winning 2 more games, gaining the momentum. The scrims are going even better now, you know.
We're not gonna play like we get pressure, but yeah, I think we have pressure. It's gonna be a tough game against Heretics. We just need to focus on their default. Yeah, I think we learn a lot. We didn't play against crowd in here, but I think we get so much experience on first Masters. We'll see.
I mean, I'm really confident and I trust my teammates, I trust myself. I don't think there will be any game easy, and I think Larok is having an insane tournament, honestly. It doesn't matter how good he is, we will not let him shine, you know? BBL, I want you to be scared of us.
We want to lift trophy so much. This is gonna be first international trophy for us. We're really excited for that. I think we're gonna win it.
Here we go. A roaring French crowd behind us. We are ready. Just about to hop into the action. Heretics looking to defend their title as we kick off this single elimination playoff bracket. And their opponent, a very familiar one in BBL.
Absolutely a regional rivalry to kick things off. Defending champions versus this young upstart Turkish team that has shown that they have tremendous amounts of firepower, a lot of trash talk that they're willing to throw across the stage, but they can back it up. They have been really good so far, and they're looking to get a little revenge for the last time that they faced Heretics in EMEA.
Let's see if they're going to be able to do just that. Heard from Rienzo saying he wants them to be scared. He wants to strike fear into the hearts of these young bloods.
I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's possible. This is the most confident team I've ever talked to behind the scenes.
Very much so. And I know that they are also just chomping at the bit, trying to get themselves into a position to play against Gentlemates in front of this crowd, because BBL loves to play the villain. They want to be public enemy #1 here in Paris and take them down. I mean, you guys heard them on the walkouts. How many Mates fans are here as well as for Vitality. This one maybe a bit more neutral across the crowd as they come up here to the venue.
Especially if you're an EMEA fan, a lot of great teams going to be going at it. See if they can get a little bit further, because here in the playoffs at EWC, this first round, you only get one shot. That's it.
No other recourse, no safety net. Lose here, you're out. Your run comes to its end. So for Heretics, it's got to be 3 consecutive series victories if they want to lift that trophy for a second year in a row.
And they're starting to look better and better as this tournament goes on. I mean, they kind of feel like one of those teams that's on the upswing here, that's really starting to make gradual improvements, like starting to fix some of the problems on some of the maps that they've had. I had a lot of fun talking to Woot behind the scenes a little bit about how they're starting now to mix in some more aggressive plays. You know, they're a team that's really well known for their super defaulty style. Like, they're going to try to drag the round out a little bit, play that EMEA Valorant that we've all kind of come to know and love. But we've also seen them kind of choose their moments when they're going to turn up the tempo on you and come right at you.
Yeah, they are more than willing to scrap at every twist and turn. They're going to be running at you. They're going to be looking to try to trap you. You have to be ready for anything between these two teams. We talk about that familiarity. I think that we're going to be seeing some new stuff pulled out here to try to catch each other off guard, and I think that is going to be so damn impressive. But of course, we just have to zoom a little bit more in on BBL, because these guys have been absolutely on fire. LaRock in particular, front runner for MVP of the tournament if they can make the run.
Yeah, he's literally leading every possible category there is for duelists, especially. Like, he's dominating the scene right now. And you know, normally, like when you talk to a player like LaRock, you'd say he has irrational self-confidence, but that's not true. He has rational self-confidence because he's that good. He can back up the exuberance that he has. He loves to play. He loves to be the best. He wants to be the best, and he's out there proving it so far here at EWC 2026. So Breeze will be our first map as BBL elects to go there. Can't wait to see LaRock on that Jet, Lover's Rock on the Neon. So the double duelist combo gonna be situated here for BBL. A little bit of a change up there on the other side with a Cypher instead of an Omen, and then a Phoenix instead of a Jet. So a little bit of a difference in the composition, assuming Kashmaris, yeah, he's gonna lock in this Phoenix, I assume. But a little bit of a change between the two.
I mean, yeah, very key differences here. Just that solo smoke with the Viper. That's something that we see all too often, especially on the map the size of Breeze. So I mentioned that, but also you know, a map where
favorite map,
it's going to be Woot playing Leon instead of Kashmaris.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, it feels like Kashmaris loves to get himself under the Neon as often as he possibly can.
That's very true.
So it is a little bit odd to see the flip.
Might be one of those maps where, because you're going to play the Phoenix, you feel a little more comfortable with him on that. He plays it on Haven, so maybe it's just a little bit more of a comfort thing. Bit surprised that we aren't seeing Woot on like the Jet here on Breeze, but I think, you know, BBL feel like they're targeting one of the weaker maps in the pool for Heretics to start. Maybe feels like, I don't know, I feel like BBL probably pretty confident with how this map veto went through. Get Breeze, you get Lotus, Sunset the Decider. I think that's very much in their wheelhouse. They've been playing a bunch of Lotus against EDG in particular, with some absolute madness occurring there, but it's a team that, again, gaining confidence, gaining some important reps on stage here, and they look like they're ready to rumble.
I mean, taking a glance back, this is a 3-2 map in 2026 for Team Heretics, but it's been a lot of different compositions coming through as the meta has shifted around. Their initial bouts on it, dominant. 13-4, 13-4, 13-1. One of those teams that they took down was BBL. But then back-to-back losses versus Vitality. They were still running that solo Viper, but there was a bit of an alteration. You had the chamber, you had the Sage into the mix, so it feels like there was ultimately a bit more control. So while you didn't have the smokes to go along with it, you did have stuff to slow things down and really dictate and get information around the map. Now, going to be a little bit more missing for them.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like a more aggressive style of play, right? Like you're seeing this as kind of the new meta emerging on Breeze, as we're going to be jumping in to the first map here of the quarterfinals. But, you know, teams now realizing that you can play Breeze in terms of attacker side going to be very strong on this map because of how generally easy it is to create space on A for yourself as when you're on that side of the coin, but then as the defenders, then you need ability for retake, you need ability to control mains, and so having a Neon in there to use those relay bolts, to use some of that speed to kind of tee yourself up, really, really nice to have. Larak, he was going to try to use the recon against him, but Kashmar is wise to it.
They're able to just get the catch, and that's just with a classic in hand. Taking him down at range, and a very good start here for Heretics. They want another dominant victory. Spot check. Those going to be committing the drone forward, sees the two players. The B site has been opened up. Heretics not too far away, though. Let's get the double explore down through elbow, and this might be a hell of a lot faster than BBL could anticipate. Some glimpses behind, so cognizant of this, but now a deep exploration out towards the defender's spawn and a backside plant, so BBL crossing their T's and dotting their I's, making sure that they have coverage.
It's going to be a question of, is Rose going to be a thorn here?
He's about to making footsteps here. The audio range. Yep. The stick around from Boo is able to find that kill. Now looking for another one, but Lover's Rock will be able to hold his own. Takes down the enemy Viper, but still going to be a player disadvantage for BBL. It's Benji Fishy. Expounds on that. Loida now eliminated. Sliding the back of sight. Kreven able to find the one, but cannot get the follow-up. Benji Fishy will strike him down, and Lover's Rock tagged to 17. Has to do it all, and he cannot.
Crazy.
A 3K for Benji Fishy, and the pistol goes the way of Heretics.
As per usual, Benji very, very good with pistols in hand. One of the better Sheriff players, but this time just on the Ghost and doing a lot of work, but really good diligence being shown here by Heretics, making sure that flank is clear, you know, not allowing for any of these kind of oddly positioned players from BBL to catch them off guard.
Let's go! Corva, come on, let's go.
It's just really, really solid stuff from Heretics, and you know Benji's gonna bring the energy as always, and he can pop off at any given moment, so always a threat is Benji Fishy. Loves to play that Cypher. You know, when you think of Benji, probably the agent that he's most well known for. Off to a hot start, but that's a reveal on a Boo here. He's didn't take too much damage. I was worried for a second he was going to get lit up, but comes away relatively healthy given the situation there.
Able to back off, finds a bit on the Loida. Woot at the same time. Positioned outside of doors. No real space over towards B. It's been taken quite yet. We'll see if Woot can collect anything here. Jump across, and yep, Lover's Rock. Taken down. Snappy shot from Woot.
Pause.
BBL reassessing, considering if they want to maybe even just try to push in, take the Neon out of the equation, but instead, we'll group up, full scale, 4 players, past cannons.
Oh my god, they've already pinged out both of these scripts. I think they know exactly where they are.
Can they do anything about it?
Opposite side.
Going to try to clear some of this.
Take flight. He missed.
Yeah, camera down. Knock over to the side. But that pinch comes in while eyes are trained forward. The strike now comes through. Benji, however, still going to be finding his feet. He's going to be able to find the one, but weapons can now be recovered. 3v3. Suddenly BBL right back into this round. Could just tie it up 1-1 off the rip, which would be catastrophic for Heretics. Loida trying to stay tucked in. Not going to end up going wide for him, so Woot, an easy cleanup. It's a low HP player now out of the equation, but a ring around the Rose team, and Rose is not going to be fast enough on the draw. Woot turns back, finds the elimination, a double take from Kreven, and Woot will be able to clean it up, a 3K of his own to rescue the round.
Yeah, this is some pretty good mid-rounding here from BBL. Just getting that kill as they're crossing over into the B side of the map. Kind of makes Woot think, okay, I'm going to hold the line here a little bit, but then they just use a smoke, and that makes him think, okay, never mind, they're going to try to push this way, so I need to back up so that they don't just take me down, you know, in a trade quickly with, I just have a mark. Marshall being point blank like that, created for themselves to pivot over to the B side again. Found some good kills, but Heretics hold the line with the better weaponry, but you gotta be starting to wonder a little bit. BBL is being very tricky on this map. You're seeing Rose all over the place on the lurks, even though, again, Heretics, to their credit, have done a good job of identifying it and nullifying it. Just gonna have to see if that's gonna continue to be a threat for the Heretics side. Everybody just gonna be taking their time. BBL concerned that this could be one of those rounds that I was talking about where Heretics has started to add in a little bit of that spice, a little bit of that aggression to their defender side play. But for now, just a pretty standard hold. A couple players had some chokes, some weaker weaponry. A few Bulldogs in there though for Heretics.
Strike getting ready to come in. Two of those Bulldogs here situated on the B site. Turn over the side, Rams now having the drop back. Recon ready to go up and over the top. Snakebite to try to slow down the scale into deep sight. Shock dart gonna be layering on top of Pooh. He's able to spray down two. The Rock gonna be good for the kill, and Rose will clean up the others. So now back into a 3v3. Better weaponry, and this lurk out into window. 4 credit could be absolutely monstrous unless they get this read. It's a must clear angle. Meanwhile, Rose. Oh, he's gonna be caught. He's checking into elbow. Not looking down towards cannon side. Slide coming in, the curveball to fly. He dodges that, but can't dodge the bullet. Suddenly, it is just Loida. 50 health in a 1v3 to try to deny the bonus conversion, and they're going to commit to run it back right into this round, because why the hell not? The defuse now being stuck. It's already past half. Woot pulls off of that one. The ult's going to be gone, but Woot is there to counter swing. Finds the shutdown, and Heretics kick things off 3-0.
Love the way that the Heretics are working together with this one, especially the Phoenix and the Neon, using their util to clear their space. A little bit of a missed timing on the backside for BBL, and already starting to feel some pressure. Losing that bonus early on your map pick, that is definitely concerning, to say the least. Kind of wondering if maybe see an early timeout from the BBL coaching staff, maybe talk things over a little bit. Nope, we're right into it.
And maybe ahead of the next buy, but for now, we'll just try to get this half investment to go. Two Stingers, Guardian, Bandit, Sheriff. Meanwhile, Woot's got an Outlaw. And there's only 2 players with full armor here to try to survive through that. And a pretty rough time as Lover Truck to be down off the rip. The Hunt Fury even being sent into this one by Rose, but it's only going to be a singular tag on the Boo. The elimination eluding them for now. Bottom of 1, but Woot is winning out the duel. To try to commit in for the flank. Watchparty will get caught on a timing there, forward into the smoke. Meanwhile, Woot getting turned around, but still barrel stuffing with the Sheriff can clean it up. And Thrifty not to be found.
Yeah, Heretics just really well disciplined. Able to kind of contain BBL. They aren't really ever able to break out towards the back of sight. The Outlaw there, always a good pickup against a eco buy. You know, that way in case they try to sneak in some extra guns, you're
cluster outside of B, full cluster outside of A, trying to make a go of it. We're not seeing mid splits coming through, not seeing early control being established and planting a player up towards, you know, even elbow, try to get a peek onto nest, etc. It's just been very straightforward and very readable for Heretics.
And there are teams that can make that style work. My mind drifts to Nongshim of teams that are left in this tournament that can just kind of hammer away at one strategy more or less over and over, and it'll, because their coordination execution is so good, but we haven't seen that yet. You know what? What surprises me is how good the eco was. Like, that was the one round where I saw some trickery, some confusing things being thrown into the mix with the utility and the ideas from BBL, but yet you're absolutely right, Achilles. We haven't really seen it since then. Now this time, may have just talked about how they want to brute force their way through this choke, but there's a lot ready here for them. Curveball in hand.
Right off that drone, and that's going to be 2 kills. Immediately going to be found with LaRock, answering back in a big way. Still is able to find 2. Sparing their bunches as much as possible can. Rien's watching for this flank to come in, but can't do anything about it. Grevin with a nice shot. Takes down Turkish brother. Now, plant to come through, the pit to be invested. Benji Fishy, however, on this arrival into main, will have a corpse that utilizes neural theft. I suspect that is going to be immediately invested here.
And could use the snake bite as well to maybe clear out a little bit of that space.
Here.
The more that Grevin plays along the wall, the more at risk he can be. Here comes the reveal. Oh, scale forward. LaRock just trying to keep him protected, spammed. Down to 47, and now it's all on Benji's shoulders. Tap of the defuse, just trying to get a rise out of him, trying to get him to spam, trying to figure out exactly where this enemy Viper is, but he's already ensured that the defuse is not being stuck. And with a push forward, Grevin will be able to take him down. A hell of a lot invested, still damn close, but it is going to be BBL getting themselves on the board.
Yeah, and I don't exactly think this is how that timeout call was meant to go, but they get through it because of LaRock able to be evasive on the jet. They're able to get that stun in there at the last second as well from the Neon, so Lovers Rock sparing them, I think, in this round, and then getting that a little bit of an extra angle. Grevin just comes in through the double doors. That's exactly what you're looking for. A little bit of extra layer to what BBL wants to do. This time they're gonna leave LaRock in towards mid. Just watch to see if there's any kind of aggressive play, but Loida this time baiting out the curveball. They realized last round, you know, right at the door were a couple players of Team Heretics, so trying to get a feel. That's going to continue to be the case. Kashmara's thinking about the second curveball. Can't really get much off of it. In fact, Lovers Rock responds, takes down 1.
Yeah, Rien's having a rough go of it so far. Kashmara's cannot get out the safety. Overdrive able to find a second victim. Trying to see if he can find the punish, but the jump spot's going to be good, and now he's going to be guarded up. Sliding over to back orange, and Benji Fishy dead, trying to get going on that flank. Just a bit too smart.
Spike planted.
Grevin, right place, right time, comes away with that kill. Whoa. Nearly had it lined up. They're giving it to him 1 by 1. You can't be doing that. Able to find another elimination now. All eyes on Boo to see what he can do. Right of the wall. Push past, swing of the corner. He's gotten himself over the backside. Safe fight gonna go over in, try to cut off any deep flank from coming through. He's gonna hold it up to half. Ethan, immense amount of damage, and LaRock will be able to run him down after all.
And now you're starting to see some adaptations from the side of BBL. You know, Rose starting to kind of get a feel for this defender side of Heretics and how they want to kind of play some of the mid to late round. Obviously, this is just a counterplay set up at the beginning to wait out those curveballs and then make a reactive play off the back of that with your Neon. But the other big thing is that they're sending a player out to try to intercept Benji Fishy early. Benji's kind of had some free reign to make those flanks. They probably noticed it in the last round as well when he came out through A main. That's where he used his ult, and they were like, okay, so he's willing to take those aggressive early maneuvers out from the B site. So we need to put a player out there to kind of sniff him out, see if we can just deal with him early before he becomes a threat.
And these few rounds surrendered here by Heretics, seemingly enough to get a timeout call of their own sent through. You know how much of a momentum-based team BBL can be. Trying to ice them here before they get heated up. It's a damn good idea. And see if it ends up working.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the right time. The more rounds you can get on this defender side, like the more confident you're going to feel going into that second half. Again, generally on Breeze, because of the comps that people are playing, it is a little more attacker sided usually. Not always, so you never know, but that's kind of where you're looking to do some damage. So as Heretics, you're already feeling really good. You've got 4. That's a pretty solid defender side. If you could get 2 more, make it 6-6, even better, 7-5, then you're going to be feeling really damn good. Anything above, you know, 6 rounds here for Heretics is absolutely gold. So love the call, love the timeout.
Right here.
I think maybe just being a little bit more cautious. Wait for, I think one of the things I talk about here as a coach is wait for BBL to commit to that A hit out of the choke before you layer in the util to try to slow him down. That's just a tag there on the Woot. He's only got the stinger, but he's got the overdrive behind it, so not the end of the world, but not ideal.
Will just be the slow creep back over. BBL again looking to successfully avoid the heavier side of the map. Looks like Koshmaris going to get in transit though. Shifting over. Try to reinforce this position. Weaponry wise, you do have two of the rifles here. Now a third joining. In fact, not quite going to be available though, but Benji able to find one scrap that's going to be taken down, but Lovers Rock and Larocque looking to find a kill apiece, but Koshmaris shutting down to swing of the corner. The short is there, and Rose has him absolutely destroyed.
Hi, I'm pissed.
Oh, devastating and ill-timed. Overdrive, however, is here for Woot. Slide over on that tunnel side, nothing to be spotted. 12 seconds remaining. This spike is not yet planted. They have to go for this.
10 seconds left.
Trying to find any safe that they can possibly get. Really both going to be connecting onto the one, the other going to be spotted. Lloyd able to find that elimination. The wide swing out. Rose trying to find the reset, but Boo hounds him down eventually with that Guardian.
Interesting little use of the Neon ult here to just buy some extra time, buy some space to put BBL in a bad position in terms of where the clock was at. Not even just where the map was at. That's cute from Woot. Really nice stuff from him and the ag.al. Boo, man, Boo, sturdy with that Guardian once again. I mean, there was that play he had earlier in the qualifiers with the Guardian on Lotus. That was disgusting. A 3K, it's absolutely ridiculous. So can, at times bring it out. I don't love the call there from Koshmaris to go for the Phoenix ult, but that's, you know what? Sometimes you just in the heat of the moment, you feel like I've got my ult. I can do this. I just got to get this one guy around the corner, and then it's fine.
Unfortunately not to be, but still able to rescue the round from there. Ping reveal out into Lover's Rock, and Benji Fishy is tearing in the pits. Hits himself a third. Finally be sat down. Some decent kills in exchange to try to find some stability here.
Who's got a judge?
A judge and the front of sight covered. Boo watching, making sure that they can't go on a rotate out. And as they rescale back towards the front of B, that judge increasing in potential value. And there's the first, looking for the second, and Woot, yep. He's got to make use of it after all. 13-4 and 4. An electric performance from him thus far, and Heretics shutting down these thrifty attempts.
A lot of talk about Larocque coming into this match with how good he's been here at AWC. Another player who's been really, really darn good is Woot. He has been incredible on the Duelist and showcasing that he is no slouch on the Neon. Love the patience, love the call. You know, obviously the money was a little bit weak for Heretics there, so Woot had to go for the judge, but it worked an absolute treat. Now you've got Benji's ult again. Boo has the pit. Opt to invest it early. Weak buy. 3 sheriffs, just a couple classics.
Relay ball here on the board, able to find one. Lover's Rock going to be taken down. Koshmaris trying to keep them at bay. Curveball will connect. Thrown over the top onto the A site, trying to get the spot out. Won't quite be able to see anything, but this is still Heretics able to keep their players slotted where they're at.
You're like Jimmy when NRG lost that time and he was like pretending to fucking care. Oh no. You know?
Jimmy was back. Well, pivot now over to the other side of the map for BBL. Didn't like what they saw. And they're going to try something a little bit different. Boo. There, deeply held position for Riens. 1 kill with that. Okay, well, what in the world is that, Boo? Just dome him through the smoke.
Yeah, just no hope. Doesn't want to give them any inkling here. They might be able to get this round to go. Riens postured up on bridge. Finding another now, it's Kreven and Larocque. 2v5, and it is a labored attempt to find that kill, and it's not going to come to fruition. Grevin will be able to put down Wound, but so much more necessary as Kushmars will get finished off. This is just going to be a matter of time as Boo will be able to find him from the back. So, another round going over to Heretics to get this defuse, securing themselves a lead already 7-2.
This is ridiculously good for Heretics. I mean, you have to be feeling sky high right now. It's just so many defenders rounds here. And obviously, yes, again, going up against an eco, but the fact that you've been able to put your opponents, you've been able to put BBL on the back foot so often already. And you can see that normal fire, that normal passion that you're going to get out of BBL has been smothered for now. But you never know with this team. There's always going to be that ember sitting in the fire pit, and they can stoke it at a moment's notice. But the concerning thing is, of course, is that you're going to have to apparently rip both timeouts.
Got both of them committed in this opening half. Never a good feeling. BBL can get his next several rounds to go, close out the half with 5. Perhaps there's a chance. Get the pistol from there, you're gonna feel like you're in a decent enough spot to, jumpstart that second half and still close out this map. But if you drop this one from here, I mean, granted, BBL in their own right, pretty good on Lotus, but
yes,
against Heretics.
Right, I mean, it is a tough ask. Their Lotus has looked a little bit shaky at times with BBL, but they were able to kind of figure it out in their second go around against DDG to really put together a much more solid performance than they had shown earlier. So they were able to learn from their mistakes against one team, but now going up against Heretics, yes, a team you have faced before, but Heretics look like they have really found their groove. Another ping there, need to not get punished.
Well, maybe we'll be able to find that there as Hunter's Fury is going to be called in. Now exchanged on both sides, but Boo's still here towards backside. Completely uncovered, that's a double ping reveal. Zrian's looking for that finisher, but cannot make it happen. But look at the health bars. 4 players strong, yes, for BBL. Very low in HP. Another pit cycled up, and Krevin immediately investing that. Try to make this more unassailable. Slow creep around the back though. Finding the ones, not going to be ready for Loida up high. Posted up on top of the bricks now, dropping down. Right, a couple straight shots would be enough to take down these players, but Rose swinging out. Finds the 2. It is a solid cleanup. BBL will be able to find that 3rd round win off the back of the timeout.
Crazy to think that one of the win conditions here for BBL on this side has been the pit. Yeah, it's been the Viper's pit. They can get to that. They've got some safety. They've got some good ideas around that. Nice little reposition there from Loida to get on top of the boxes. And then Rose, that last kill. Ooh, right across the head. Looked like a hit scan there for a second. Nice piece of work from him.
I mean, Luke going to be kicking himself that he didn't play that a little bit slower. Could have had 2 players dead. Still, though, Heretics with a healthy lead. An opportunity to take this all the way up to 9 if they can close out the final 2.
And this looks like a setup where, ideally, you take that aggressive early angle to maybe shut down the Neon if they commit. And then you have the Phoenix behind. Maybe catch some of the players, but Lovers Rock for now just wants to get closer to that overdrive. 1 away after that orb scoop up. Benji has yet another neural theft, and Boo still sitting on his ult.
Gotta go.
So, opportunities to use those. I'm a bit surprised that Heretics maybe didn't go for the pit, but they're probably waiting for the last round to throw it on the ground. I mean, you've already got 7. You're already feeling very, very comfortable. Right here. If you can get another one and then have that pit for the end of it, I think that makes a lot of sense. So I get why Boo is saving it. I think really just kind of be that extra oomph.
But look at the pings coming down. Heretics are starting to read this incredibly well. They were nearly caught off guard in one of the previous rounds by this crunch, this mid-split. Well, they're finally getting everybody fanned out. If you're going to be coming through, Rienzi's already able to find 1, then gets a ton of damage on Laroc. Who comes sliding in? Laroc's going to be taking down Loida. Find some more values. Kushmars will get caught in mid. Krevin again being the danger man here for this team. But Rienz holds his own, and that's going to be the round done. Just no time to try to make a play of it. No idea where Boo was going to be anyway. So we'll just drift away. Hold on to this weapon and allow for Heretics to move up 8-3.
And this is going to be an awkward round for BBL. The money's all over the place. The ults are, you do have the overdrive, that's nice, but on the other side of the coin, they have a pit, they have a neural theft. They have another ult of that as well, and I can't remember exactly which one it is off the top of my head. There it is, the overdrive from Woot. So I mean, you can match overdrive for overdrive. Got a big advantage. Yes, Loita does have the From the Shadows. Only going to be able to buy a Stinger. Somebody was at 0 credits and want to get Larock into that bandle. If there's a big challenge again, this time Kosmaris with the judge. Woot going to be holding the rifle on the other side of the corner. Want to get that Blade Storm if possible. An absolute difference maker in Larock's hands. You want to put your best player so far here at the event in the best position possible to succeed. Absolutely reading the situation nicely. Heaven has been an absolute nightmare. That's kind of the one thing about Heretics defender side that I think has given them grief.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I mean, talking about the pit, it seems like they're going to save this for a potential retake, but I'm very surprised to just not see that invested on one side of the map to try to usher BBL into a heavy stack from Heretics. Instead, they're just holding it for now. And it seems like BBL's just going to go for the same play, but this time there's not a third player in position. Woot's starting to make his move, work his way back over towards B, but then Geets pumps the brakes for B for the moment. That's enough for Rienz to get taken down. Benji Fish seeing the TP. Bottom to one, and he cannot get that spray to connect. Rose turns back, finds a headshot. That's Woot. Swings towards backside. He gets batted to the side. And how are you meant to try to even get this pit in a position to really make it usable? I don't think you can.
No.
Pull through the wall, and meanwhile, the backstab from Kraven once again looking to just be their nightmare. Close out this round in BBL's favor. Have been given some access over towards back site and back pillar, but it's just a matter of time now that Boot has been corralled, reads the first, and Larock is bounding around the wall, shuts him down, and BBL will be able to find a fourth.
Yeah, I think that last round leaves you scratching your head a little bit. For Heretics, I think you throw that pit down and you can maybe make your strong side B, throw it at the front of A, and kind of lean in the other side of the map. Instead, they just sort of try to slow play it. And Rienz gets caught in a timing with the util, has to check one piece of it. And as he turns back the other way, that's when they're coming around the corner. Can't quite get the crosshairs where they need to be. Yeah, I mean, 8-4 here is Heretics regardless. You're still very, very happy with that.
Yeah, it's going to take the pistol and then some from BBL to really get themselves back into this one. If Heretics come out swinging, claim another pistol win. This map could be over very, very quickly, and with Lotus on the horizon, this series could be done as well. With checks during the halftime, making sure that everything's going to be up to snuff.
Yeah, Heretics, they won 2-0 last time they faced off, so.
All right, well, while we get this sorted, let's go ahead and send things over to Ian Chambers, who's standing by with a very special guest.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Very, very, very special guest. Mixwell, how are you doing?
Hello, guys. How are you?
Welcome to Paris.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I love France, and it's my second time. Let's see what happens this tournament.
How are you feeling about Heretics? That was a strong start.
They are dominating in every way. Macro, micro, everything. I think they got this.
I mean, they're going to have a crazy amount of confidence because they won last time around. How big of a statement would it be to do it again?
I mean, it would be amazing. It would be the second star on their jersey as well. That's a lot of aura. So let's see what happens. It's going to be tougher than last year, I feel like.
Speaking of stars on jerseys, are you a football fan?
I'm a football fan.
Are you watching Spain? Do you think you got a chance?
I think Spain has a chance, but I think France is the team to beat this.
You're forgetting about another team, Mixwell, you know.
Morocco?
No.
England.
Yes, thank you. You know, the team that's probably going to win it. No, but listen, I hope you enjoy the rest of this event. We're going to be coming to talk to you all the time. Team Heretics all the way.
Yes, Team Heretics all the way. They will win their second tournament and be the biggest DWC team in Valorant history.
Cheers, Mixwell. Enjoy your time. Thank you. Back to the studio.
Thank you very much, Ian, as yes, we welcome you back into the studio. I don't know if it's coming home, but coming onto the desk alongside with us is Kakuka. Welcome back, Kakuka. How you doing, darling?
Yeah, the moment that Heretics starts winning the way that they are, they call me in. So I am having a great time. It's good to see Mixwell here. Good to hear his words. Actually, I thought that the team that he didn't mention was Argentina, and some way they will cheat their way to the final.
Whoa! I don't know. I mean, I like the fact that he named everyone except England.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy from Mixwell. We all know England are bringing it home, but that's a separate discussion.
Yo, Bellingham Haaland is nothing, has nothing on Wood versus LaRock this match, because Wood is giving absolutely everything. I subscribe what Mixwell said, micro and macro, the way that they're changing the Viper walls. We've had so many talks about how to defend A every single time that we see Breeze.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of disappointed in BVL here. I felt like they're going B far too many times, and they're finding themselves in the claws of Wood here. He is dominating this server at the half here, putting up crazy numbers, so it's going to be tough as that side swaps and the Neon gets rolling once again.
We were wondering for how long can players keep up with this form. There's always a moment in a tournament where you peak. How long can you stretch that moment for? For Wood, it looks like for the entirety of it. There is a reason why he was the MVP of 2025, and it looks like he wants to go 2 for 2.
16 and 8 for Woot here. LaRock 7 and 10 to kick things off. It is the battle of our MVPs, but it is just the first half. What is one change that you want to see here for BBL?
Well, BBL now, they'll be moving on to that defensive half, so it's all about understanding A, it's all about understanding how you're going to be able to retake A with your comp. We see that a lot, but I need to see them be aggressive, I need to see them fight forward and get their big stars into the game. Yes, we teed up this head-to-head, but LaRock has been much slower than Wood so far.
I think that for me, it has to do with the versatility. We expect a BBL on the defense that is going to be aggressive, that is going to look for those duels. Heretics will expect that too. We saw all the brawls there in A made time after time. I think that Kashmaras is doing so much better now. I really think that those vote reviews and whatnot are bringing it a lot of confidence to Team Heretics.
All right, we'll see what happens here in the second half. 8-4 for Team Heretics. Will BBL come back here on map number 1? Let's find out as we send it back on over to Achilleos and Paper Thin.
Back in we go. Let's see if they are going to be able to run this back into their favor, or if it's just going to be Heretics continuing with the dominance. 8-4. That massive start, converting the bonus and then some on top. BBL doing what they could just to get these few rounds.
Yeah, it's been a rough go of it. There's a lot of things for the Heretics. Some really good play from Woot, obviously. Boo having some pretty nice moments. Benji Fishy, a couple big rounds where he's able to hold the line, get big 3Ks, going all the way back to the pistol. Mars, really nice flashes. Like, he's leading with assists right now. I will say that. He may not be fragging. He may have made a weird choice with the running back one time, but he's had some really impactful flashes, and that's the benefit of having a Phoenix on this map. And Lovers Rock is in trouble, and he gets out of there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a, like an inverse gnome chip. Instead of the Neon putting their life on the line, it's the Phoenix just saying, okay, I'll be the tank. You go in, and you profit from all that distraction. Kaspar's still going to be able to find one with that classic hit again, but now Brevin arriving out at Nest. Cleans up the one. Kashmars will fall, and it's Benji and Boo. A 2v4. Try to see if they can rescue this, and the spike has been stranded. Boo needing some assistance, but he's not going to find the first. Now that it's just Benji. Trying to stay dialed in on this angle. Collects A head, will be able to get that first little burst towards the neural depth, but BBL, they find the pistol that they so desperately needed.
Yeah, it's a nice little catch here. BBL has their pieces in place to sort of use the Neon as a bit of a bait to lure Heretics into a trap, They get him caught with some of that early util. Lovers Rock goes diving back into B like he's panicked, like he's in trouble. Turns out there's a few other players around there for BBL. And it catches Heretics completely off guard. So nice work up of the map for them to start. Getting that defender side pistol, much needed here for them to keep it competitive. And as you expect, you want to funnel those orbs into Kashmaris' hand.
Going to go in. Meanwhile, Benji trying to find his kill. Can't quite make it happen, but Rien's counters Benji with the classic. Will be able to find it. Swoop in though, Rose. Finding Benji Fishy. Maybe a moment of opportunity for Bro, but it ends up being quite whiskey.
Spike down A.
Morris now grabbing the spike. Lance will put him one charge away, so guaranteed to get the ult online. Maybe even find some additional damage. Has that Marshall picked up? How to play this quietly. It seems like he wasn't spotted, working his way into center pyramids, but Larocque will check back. 3 players to stay alive. A bit of damage dealt here, but not too bad for BBL overall.
This could have gone a lot worse for BBL, to be honest. If Boo peaks a little bit sooner there, he probably has Rose dead to rights. I mean, there was a moment where he wasn't even considering that there'd be another player in that door after he killed Benji. He's like, oh, I killed the Cypher, Lurker dead. Actually, there's a Viper on that team too, so could have been really, really bad news. And let's see what they want to do with their first buy up. Keep a couple Bulldogs there. Guardian, Marshall for Lover's Rock. Just a share for Loita.
Standing ahead.
Again, all about trying to create some intrigue across the map, but
Poison's off.
that's a lot of early confirmation here. You know, the fact that your recon getting cleared like that leads you to believe that B was stacked, and Team Heretic's going to try to shift in the other direction. Meanwhile, BBL just going to say, well, if they are there, let's push a little bit forward. Let's take some space. See if we can catch them off guard. But Loita all on his own.
Doesn't want to explore down into elbow because the camera's there. Would have heard that toggle, but it said the exec just coming through onto the A side. Heretic's finding this widely unoccupied. But okay, yep. Had the ult, so ultimately not too bad. Shock Dart's out, ready to fly. And how is Rose getting away with that one? Shock Dart cleans up Rien's, casually turns to the side, finds Boo and Bane. And suddenly, bonus conversion for BBL is very much on the table. Kosh Morris try to make a go of it, but Larocque lurking behind the box, and BBL have pulled it off.
What in the world happened here? Incredible stuff for BBL. Rose, that shock dart. I don't know if the Viper, you know, snake bite got involved there, if there was some vulnerability issues. Right there. Insane, down to 5 HP.
Yeah, bite got him as well.
Yep. Makes sense. Incredible coordination from BBL, and all of a sudden, we've got a real game on. They're only 1 round down.
Heretic's going to be kicking themselves if this is away from them.
Oh, nice. What a shot from Kosh Morris. Bandit getting involved in another big one.
Okay, well, Boo, he might have been whipping up tall hell in the previous round, but that is a massive shot to be found. Now Rien's looking to try to get that reset. Can't quite clean up Kreven, but still, the damage widely done. Sneed to try to place Loita, but he's not going anywhere. Stealing sight. Watch them run. TP's out to safety. Benji now all alone trying to assess where in the world he could have gone.
Spike planted.
No, Neural Theft still just one away.
Here.
He can find one.
I must wait.
He now has. Perhaps could invest the ult, but there's a swing out. And Kreven just going to be a little bit faster on it. A good attempt from Team Heretics, but not enough to find the round win. That's going to be BBL tying things up.
I mean, some of that good decision-making, some of that good play we saw from Heretics on their defender side, starting to kind of falter on this attacker side. Walking into this, they get the spot. Oh my God, disgusting regardless from Loita. But you're not really taking, you know, you could have gone the other way around that pyramid there. Once you see him up on that spot, try to create some extra angles, but they opt to try to challenge him and they pay the price. They had a real great shot at turning this half on its head, getting that big thrifty win. Instead, Loita dashes their hopes. Now it's all tied up at 8-8, and I assume we're gonna get the final timeout from Heretics here.
It looks to be the case. Neck and neck. They're a considerable lead. Starting to get uncomfortable. The energy starting to drain. Saw Benji Fishy there, a bit more of a somber look on his face. After not being able to find that clutch that would have been so huge. Keeps him in the lead, would have been a thrifty. Can't quite find it, needs to get the energy back up.
Yeah, I mean, now you're worried about, oh, we've, again, I talked about that ember, that spark that's always going to be burning just a little bit for BBL. No matter how bad things get, once they get that momentum, once they get those bellows blowing, the fire will be roaring in short order. Now they're up to it. 16 kills here for Krevin, 15 for Loida. The controllers getting it done. The backline for BBL.
I'm out of here.
Absolutely insane.
Going to be cleared. LaRock is making a quick little exit back behind the half wall. Smattering of damage suffered.
They've got a lot to watch the flanks here too. Got a camera and a trip. Got Boo. Should be, yeah, okay, a little bit of damage under the ends.
Able to dodge the second. Right here. One away from 100's Fury. Not in a disconnected position, but speaking of which, yep, Rose has his online. LaRock, however, going to be kicked down. Rand's able to find that elimination with the shock dart, and now, because of that, he has his own ult online. Trying to slow things down. Meanwhile, Lover's Rock arriving out from main. That's why he's find one before getting taken down. But Krevin from on high. Cleaning up the two, but now into the 1v2 for Rose. To try to clutch this out. No snake bite, but not necessary. Benji Fishy will just swing the corner, get the kill. Keeping two in the fight. As Heretics will once again get themselves back into the lead.
This is kind of a weird one here for a moment. Lover's Rock somehow slips the net between the camera and the tripwire. Boo has no idea what's going on. He's back at window looking around to figure out what happened. And in the meantime, Lover's Rock had snuck in and almost completely destroyed the round. But Heretics just barely able there with those deep crossfire setups, able to hold on, but it was a lot closer than they would have liked. Take flight. Especially given their economic situation. Dropping those extra guns, really painful.
Oh, nice.
Dead, the trade is in, LaRock pushed out into the open by that snake bite. Can only find a bit of damage, but the heal is going to go through as Kushmar puts that molly right at his feet. Now the run it back going to be popped. Sprinting forward, trying to find this Viper, but catch a glimpse, but cannot find the shot. But this pit doesn't cover the spike plant at all. They still have to scale out of this. Meanwhile, Paranoia does have them ushered away. Poison Orb drawn up. Shot going to be lobbed in.
Oh,
the nice. Lloyd's going to be taken down. The diffuser going to be interrupted as all of them are just so very low. Rose the came down to one. Kushmar sprinted right past him. What a clutch this would be. Go with 3 health. This should be impossible. Benji dead. Recon forward, the tap. Trying to bait him out. He's got a recon in reply. The defuse is held to half. But he just does not have the time. What an effort, what an attempt from Rose. But he has to walk away empty-handed. The round is Heretics as they will move up 10-8.
Rose is a berserker, man. The lower his health gets, the better he is.
The more damage he's dealing.
It's absolutely crazy what he's able to do on such little health. Like the confidence he has to just keep going for it. He's so crisp. I know he's not consistent, but man, he has been lighting it up.
Nice!
But a huge round for Heretics again. And now you're on to scuffed by for BBL. Couple rifles in there. Judge for Lover's Rock. Then a couple shares for Voita and Krevin. And I wonder, how much Heretics is going to try to dip into this B well. But they were selling a little bit of a fake there early, using that Sova util to keep that extra player locked in place. So it's just a matter of getting past this Judge. Flash connects. Oh, and he's spammed ahead.
Now they know exactly where he's at as the wall will fall, so too shall Lover's Rock. Overdrive in hand, clean shot from Loida, but he loses his vision, loses his life. LaRock just trying to dance around that overdrive, but Woot dialed in, exploring all the way to the back site.
Spike planted. Last player
Spike
standing.
now in play with a third, potentially for the fourth if he can just find
अब
Previn.
ठीक है, अब और नहीं कर सकता ज़्यादा.
Tucked away on that ramp.
Craven का अकेले.
Running out to the open, the jump peak, the spot.
1v4. With Sheriff.
Gonna have to be similar scenes.
Whoa.
That we got from Rose.
Man.
Here's the first. Ooh, ready to counter swing, but the time just should not be there. It is not. And Benji in pole position.
Benji
ends up shutting him down, and suddenly, after a fantastic start, exactly what they needed in this half for BBL, running 4 rounds consecutively, this is once again starting to get out of their grasp.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit worrisome. Team Heretics now able to just take a pretty simple idea on a timeout and go a couple rounds to B. Use that conditioning now against BBL. All you have to do is send a little bit of Sova util. Keep that extra player locked over there. And then you've already got 2 players set up close to A main to kind of lead the charge. Here, they're just going to try to go for the 3-2 split.
This Fury out. It's aggressively. Rien's looking for a target again. Lovers Rock playing forward, gets some damage, but cannot get that kill. Tucks back. More damage going to be exchanged. The overdrive going to be in play. But Benji Fishy, he's able to find 2. LaRock only going to be good for the 1 before dying and losing the knives. The volley of kills interplied, however, from BBL.
Nice.
Looking good, but Rien's.
Nice.
A clutch machine when he needs to be, and this is one of those moments. Double scale forward on the left-hand side. One of the players low. Previn to try to lead it. No, considers going for that drone. Gets into that 1v1, but just cannot win it out.
Yes, bro.
BBL rallying back, but still down by 2.
Yeah, it took a lot of ults here, though, for BBL. They had to use the Blade Storm and the Overdrive in this round to make sure that this fast hit from Heretics wasn't going to get the win, and it almost did. It came really damn close. It's Rose again. Him and Krevin and Loita absolutely going crazy right now. And Rien's, yeah, almost had it. He had a real shot. Able to get that first kill with the quick trade. Lovers Rock now with the operator. That's the first one we've seen on this map.
Yeah.
He's going to be back pyramid.
11-9 है. TH जीत जाएगी.
Not going to find the timing there.
TH.
Lovers Rock has no idea that he's already gotten past.
TH.
So it's a quick scale up, a camera to watch the flank as well. I think Benji's just going to stay
Discord out, Discord out.
until kind of the last possible minute. Until, you know, he knows that whoever's watching double doors has to turn their attention away. Or until somebody gets a little bit greedy towards mid, and he can maybe punish that. Larock, though, not pushing forward. However, Lovers Rock, considering they just clear the camp.
Benji, halki si peek nahi.
They're going to go to the other side off of that clear. And look at Lovers Rock.
Yeah.
He's reading that.
A fast pivot.
Yeah.
This push forward from Loita, shifting into main.
TH or BBL.
It's not going to be a full mid-crunch. Would be playing
Dennis
splits,
ने
but
कहा
now
कि
look
दो
at
मैचेस
this,
है
the
तो
counter
एक
rotate
का
back.
रहेगा तो वो अलग का फिर चेंज करना पड़ेगा.
Reading things incredibly well. He's got 4 players in position, one leaning back towards Arch and Spawn, but
मैंने भी यही बोला फिर उसने कहा कि सिंपल ही
empty sight.
टीमों के नाम मत डाल इसमें सब क्यों रहेंगे सारी स्ट्रीम में.
Very nice.
TH or BBL.
Presence known. Quick pivot, so BBL, they want to try
TH or BBL.
Going as Hunter's Fury will try to prevent them from going for the plan. Benji Fishy, however, he's able to find 2 off screen. Will be taken down. Rose able to clean him up with that.
Benji ने फिर से 2 निकाले हैं.
3v3.
3v3 है.
Dying breath from Benji, giving them the neural, giving them the information to try to
बू पे बहुत बढ़िया
get
एंगल है.
this
बहुत
round over the
बढ़िया.
line and get up to map point.
बहुत बढ़िया एंगल.
Wall raised, they push through it. Lovers Rock able to find one. Krevin with another. And Coach Maris has to do it. He's a little bit late on the draw.
11-10.
Krevin again has them outdone. As it's another round going over to BBL. Now just down by 1. The up carried over.
11-10 हो गया वे.
This is a tricky little setup, but because they have that Hunter's Fury and the time is so low here for Heretics, it means that BBL can press and catch them a little bit off guard. Benji does what he can
Shit
to
यार.
thwart the advances.
BBL ने बहुत अच्छा comeback करा
A
है.
little bit of a kiss to the other side of the stage. Thank you, thank you. Krevin is Just disgusting here. 22 and 11.
I think it was to his teammates.
Maybe that too.
Playing off them. Little bro moment.
I thought he was just taunting. I just assumed with BBL.
अब तो और दिक्कत.
They've been a little bit quieter in that regard, but LaRock absolutely demolishes them.
शुरू होती खत्म.
Can you miss it round?
11-11.
From BBL, they tie it up.
Oh boy. This is amazing work from them. Just that individual firepower that you know this team possesses comes through. Snake bite at the door too, and Heretics decides, well, we got to make a go for it, and it ain't going well. What a read. That's got Rose on his feet. ag.al knows that he had that round sniffed out well ahead of time. Team Heretics have allowed it to get tied again, 11-11. Kashmaris and Boo both have their ults.
Oh, short Wood.
That comes in, and Wood is able to find one. Lloyd eliminated. Lovers Rock, a tag on a Kashmaris. Cannot flex him out. He's trying to get that molly in the back hard, but the ult ends up expiring a little bit earlier. Still will have that in the
मैं
back
भी
pocket.
यही सेम वाली करता हूँ भाई.
Go up the top. LaRock noted. The pit
पर इन्होंने प्लांट साइड में दिया है. मैं मिड में प्लांट करता हूँ.
Rose's feet as well. Elimination found. LaRock needs to start putting up numbers. Woot will get taken down, but time is still bleeding away a bit. BBL have to start pushing forward. The spike is not within the pit, so they can get some access to it. Hunter's Fury now going to be layered in from Rienz. And that should be curtains on the round. Benji looking for a little bit more plays in Rienz to find that elimination. Lovers Rock, one on to Boo. Given the money, still could be rough here for Team Heretics, but they will find the round win to move up to 12. That point is theirs, but BBL, cash aplenty, can absolutely send this into OT.
No doubt, and the good news here is BBL is they had to expend so many ults here. It's 3 that get invested in this round. It's the run it back, it's the pit, it's the Hunter's Fury. And yes, it does go Heretics' way, and it always feels a little uncomfortable with how fired up this BBL team is now. Nice ping out there to get that final kill with the Hunter's Fury as well. Diving out of the pit to get the spot onto the player. And it's going to be the pit for Krebin. He's not going to invest it early either. Hanging on to it. 2-1, ooh, situation. A little bit scary there. Some flashes exchanged. Looks like a fake. I mean,
अच्छा पूरा push हो रहा है.
I mean, it shouldn't be that confusing or obscured. Yeah, you know for sure.
They know exactly where he is now.
Yeah, the cage was up so far.
Now he has to play forward into LaRock.
Oh, nice Benji fish.
Clean one tap.
Benji.
Rose gonna be hot on his heels. Meanwhile, Lovers Rock pushing forward, catching Kashmaris, drags it across, finds the headshot. Benji now dead. And this just feels like an overcooked from Team Heretics.
Yes. This is too tricky.
3v4.
Too many layers to it, and you can't capitalize off of what Benji's doing. Nobody's in a position to quick scale into A.
Spike planted.
On top of that, BBL's pushing space when you're not ready. Quick check of the TP, now you know.
Nice.
There's the approach to the back. Boot able to trade it out. Rienz getting them out into a 2v2, but he's down to 5 health.
Player standing.
So Woot would have to do it all to try to bring this to its conclusion. The paranoia, the recon, neither going to be connecting. Tucks a little bit more.
Oh, shit.
Nearly has it. But Loita will keep them afloat. 12-12. Our opening map, our opening series in the playoffs is going to overtime.
Well, definitely not super unexpected. I think the way we got here maybe a little bit kind of eyebrow raising in some moments. Both teams playing really good defender side, but with how well these two teams know each other, it's such a battle of the wits between Rose and Boo to make those little bit of adjustments. And both these teams seem to really have a tough time finding those entries, finding those moments on their attacker side to get some good, you know, clean executes that looked well coordinated. Just felt like they just don't have that same proficiency. on that half of the map yet, but defender side, both teams really good, knowing when they need to strike, how to hold the line. Revealing area. Some good reads of the map.
Oh भाई साहब लाइनअप्स कहां से कहां जा रही है.
Looking for an A hit, trying to make it look like doors aren't as strong as they are.
Spot out from Kashmar.
Oh, nice, Molly.
But there's the ping reveal. Tripwire intercepting and Larock. Head on entry.
अरे
Swing out though. Rocks able to find him just with the spam. Meanwhile, Boo sliding forward into center.
बढ़िया
Pyramid. Cleans up a second kill. Looks like
बढ़िया
but it's going to be taken too quickly by Woot.
क्रेवन
Have to do
करता.
it all, and that's going to be a bridge too far. Heretics again get themselves up to map point.
ये एक और बस.
I mean, I like the idea here from BBL. We kind of criticized them a little bit earlier that they weren't trying kind of different stuff. This is very different. It's very unusual, but somehow Benji Fishy, who's been mostly putting all of his util on the other half of the map, he's like, I'm going to throw a trip right outside of this double door, and it's a great kill trip. It completely nullifies Larock's entry. Gets him stuck in a position where Kashmar just has an easy freebie.
Last cannon attack off for Woot. Maybe expecting Lover's Rock was going to be matching this on the other side.
Woot को एक पिक मिल सकती है.
Up out of the window.
Chance है
He can
काफी.
spot a pixel of Kreven here. Oh, he does.
Oh,
but
बच गया.
this time a little bit late on the shot.
It would be huge if you could find some value. Woot, a very good sniper. Love to get that opening pick, get that extra player, because it's so often come down to that last man standing one way or another in these rounds.
Uh-oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
Taking the exit for a brief little second, but decides, yeah, maybe I should just get out of here.
But he sees them leaning A.
एक पिक निकलते
That's
थोड़ा
gonna have
अच्छा हो
Larock
जाएगा.
coming over to reinforce the
PH
site.
के जो आंसर देंगे फिर.
So they've got a good read on this. It's just, can they hold it? They're going to pass the op over to Boo. Let Woot do the entry. This is scary. Still the relay bolt, still a paranoia.
Drone spotting him out. Lover's Rock not going to be sticking around up front.
30 seconds left.
Gives over some space. Meanwhile, Larock, he just sprays and prays, and Woot's going to be taken down. Headshots, so even if he had the armor, it wouldn't have mattered at all. Volley over the top. Loida able to find one. Orients with another shock dart kill, but Loida looking to hold his own.
One enemy remaining.
Boo will get flushed out the snake bite to take him down, and this overtime is not over yet. Orients will fall as we get tied up 13-13.
Yeah, again, it's very slow and readable. I think as Heretics, when you decide to hit A, it's just got to be a lot more explosive. You've got to be willing to take risks to clear some of that space. And it can be tough for sure. Your opponents really have a good idea of what you're doing and when you're doing it. And they're hitting some nice shots, Larock in particular. Those last couple of rounds, and then coming into this one, he's been able to just tap somebody who's at the door and just deny entry. Let's see, timeout being
Crazy
taken.
match चल रहा है एकदम. Full टक्कर का match.
Have to discuss a little bit, try to, as BBL, get that attacker side win. That has proved to be the more difficult side of the map here on Breeze. Sometimes it just be that way. We'll see if they can flip the script, somehow get their map pick here, but it has been labored to say the least. If they can even get there. Coach is right behind the players. Key there, trying to rally his boys. Heretics, I just need to see a little bit more on this attacker's side when they get back to it, but get there when we get there. I think BBL has the explosiveness. Just got to be a little bit better. Some of their timings.
This seems to be a fast and heavy hit to Orte. Set up on the wall. Paranoia going to be sent out as well very early. Real space going to be gained. Meanwhile, Kreven all the way forward through elbow. See if he can hear anything at all.
There's nothing or no one that could stop him from scaling into B.
Take flight. Right here.
Check over the opposite side. Know that the entry onto the side
Ah,
is going to
yes.
be clear,
Ooh,
but Boo
crazy.
Oh, just finding a very lucky one through that wall. LaRock now dead. Stun is out though, moving to be isolated, picked apart. Lloyd able to find that elimination, finds himself a second as Woot will get taken down as well, and suddenly they're right back into this. Looking for the backstab, and Krevin now arrives. Benji Fishy dead in transit. Koshmar is only able to find the one, tries to leap forward, but to no avail. It is now BBL with the upper hand, one away from taking their map pick.
Yeah, this round, Heretics off of that timeout, thinking that maybe because, you know, BBL is taking one, they might go towards that B side. They might have some kind of, you know, set play ready to catch us off guard. And so they shift their strong side away, and they never really get a good read on this. Even when all that util sent early, they kind of think, well, maybe that's just a fake. And then Krevin again, using that space that he's given for free so well. Nobody on Heretics had any clue he had tucked in that far up on the map.
Going up. They're ready to try to counteract this. Push forward past the Blaze wall, but nothing to be found.
Well, this is all just a play for a pick from Heretics. The spike is still sitting back in spawn, so they weren't even really going to try to scale into B. Just keeping BBL a little bit honest with that mid space, making sure that it's, at least for now, somewhat under their control, gives them a little bit more breathing room. And if they were to pivot towards A, they had opened up a lot of space. We're on the pyramid side, but again, BBL trying to read. This is going to be a mid re-hit that's thwarted if there was any thoughts about it from Heretics. 3 players on this side. This is all a big fake. You have so much that you're going to try to use to sell this.
Paranoid, hold them back for now. Molly clearing out a forward angle. So far, BBL still believing in this, but now realizing Koshmaris, he's going to sprint through shop door, taps that one. Maybe slows him down a little bit on the entry. Meanwhile, re-ends. He's going to be able to find LaRock, but Krevin sliding around the back of the wall, jumps up and will end up getting taken down. Koshmaris able to find the kill. Plan now in play. A 2v3 as BBL try to bring this map to an end. And Heretics try to extend this for a little bit more. Swing a back pillar. Perfect. Has the way to dead to rights. None the wiser, nor is Lovers Rock. 14 of 14. We keep going.
I like this. I like this because BBL hasn't really been biting on the fakes that you've been trying to sell with just like re-ends or just one player. So they add that extra layer in with the Phoenix, and that forces BBL to have to respect it. Opens up that space. Now that being said, you're going into Krevin's site, and that is scary the way he's been playing so far. He's only able to get one before he's dealt with, but for a moment there it looks like even though it's good macro from Heretics, they might lose the round anyway, but they hang on. Woita, a lot of force here. Stacked up in front of B. Benji Fishy, a deeper trip right towards the front of those stairs. Gets the first kill.
Badhiya. Finds LaRock as well.
2v5, 2v5.
Moves suddenly, firing on all cylinders. Saw glimpses of this, but I think he wants his map to come to an end. He wants to go over to Lotus as Woot will find Loita. And it looks like Heretics are going to find themselves back up to map point, potentially in flawless fashion. The mine Benji will fall, but it's going to be Boo. Starting off the round, ending it. A 3K. Now, 15 to 14 the score.
It's a couple things in this round, but the big thing is that Benji just outright wins that 1v1 against Lovers Rock. I mean, if he doesn't win this, then there's not that extra layer of safety on site with the Cypher util. Blue, that is disgusting. Ridiculous stuff from the ag.al. Shown up big time at times for Heretics.
Into the unknown.
Woot up to 28, Krevin up to 28. Both those players having stellar maps. Very different play styles, but get the job done one way or another. Fast hit again here from Heretics. Paranoia stalls it for a moment.
Right on two fronts. Rose, however, going to be overwhelmed. Gets a good amount of damage off that shot guard, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
It's a 3v5.
Might just be the end of this one here on Breeze. Plant onto the corner. 5 players strong. Cam going to be cleared out. Laroc
Spike planted.
needs to do something incredible alongside Kreven.
पोजीशन बहुत अच्छी ली है.
Rip ball set to try to delay. The spot of the wand. The relay ball going to be lobbed to the backside. The side forward, but Lover's Rock will get taken down. The Rock dead. And now it is all on Kreven. He's been amazing. But can do no more. Team Heretics come out swinging. They take down BBL on BBL's map pick, Lotus. The staging ground for Heretics to potentially get themselves a 2-0 and eliminate BBL from EWC.
It's a fantastic start here to our playoffs. It's an overtime banger, and the defending champions barely hanging on. BBL giving them a lot to deal with, but they're able to rally back in overtime. A lot of back and forth, a lot of great stuff. Kreven disgusting for BBL. Woot so solid again on the duelist for Heretics. Just now on Lotus, has BBL been able to continue to learn and improve on a map that used to be a little weak for them.
Yeah, this is a really big swing in this series from our expectations and for Heretics' hopes of getting through this one quickly and cleanly. BBL, you're rooting for them, wanting to see them succeed, push forward. You got to be hoping that this is just one of those situations where you do a little bit more homework on your opponent's expected map pick, go a little bit lighter on yours, trusting in your history. As Lotus, it's been rough around the edges. That's it from us for now. We'll be back, but for now, let's send things over to Puckett.
Okay, put the Nova match. मजा आ गया. जीत गई TH.
What's up, everybody? It is Puckett out here in the crowd with the Heretic super fans. Vamos! I ran into Ari from New York City. Ari, such a close game. We went to triple overtime. Who are you most excited to watch tonight?
I mean, of course, we're here for Heretics. I mean, all the players individually have their own great stories. I'm looking personally at Rien's, the clutch god himself, util master, but I'm just happy that everyone stepped up to the challenge when they needed to.
Paperton was saying those who know ball know that Rien's is actually really the heart and soul of the team right now, but Benji Fishy is getting fired up on the stage. Who we cheering for?
For Benji. Benji is the #1. I love it. Benji, I fucking love it.
We love Benji!
Benji fans.
Heretics! We gotta vamos this thing back to the studio, guys. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Puckett. It is Team Heretics pulling it out in overtime. That was a fantastic way to kick off our playoffs here at EWC 2026 Valorant. Digon here alongside Kukuka and Big Time. What a win here for Team Heretics on.
They were a surprise in EMEA, but most of the teams have come in with changes, have come in adapting to what the rest of the year is going to look like, and Heretics was going to be no different.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, credit to BBL. They did make it close, clawing it back, taking it all the way to OT. Kreven, I thought, was unbelievable. The rest of the team stepping up there, but ultimately not enough. This is a squad that we see go to overtime consistently and kind of keep losing it.
Yeah, the surprise here for me was the fact that this was such an attack-sided map during our group stages.
Yeah.
It was 57% rounds going attack.
Yeah.
And here it was 8-4, 8-4 defense. It was just like, wow, a complete different from a change from our expectations.
But it's still such an interesting fact that you are bringing that up, because when you think about Team Heretics composition, having the Phoenix, we saw Kushmaras just gathering orbs across the map and trying to get that ultimate. Getting the spike down was definitely #1 task for the side of Heretics. But we found a BBL that was so ready to just wait until it was time for the retake. They knew that they will have to fire with fire matter if that was the beginning of each of their rounds. And they were not down to do that. They would rather wait much more. As you say, in Kreven, I think that Loverstruck had a couple of rounds where he got in their heads as well. Very well played. Definitely deserved a minimum the overtime.
I think when you speak about those strong defensive halves, for me, guys, why are we going B? Everyone's going B non-stop. Yo, it's Breeze, guys. You know you can go A. You know you've got to be retaking.
We were not making fun of you. We were just highlighting that you were seeing what we were seeing.
I'm just saying it's no surprise. This is the most B plants we've seen and the strongest defender halves we've seen here on Breeze.
Yeah, and to catch back in on our topic of the Crunchyroll story of the day, the battle of the MVPs. It was a LaRock versus Woot. Resounding round one victory here for Woot. He was fantastic on the side of Team Heretics. And for LaRock, he was a little bit more of an afterthought there. This was Kreven holding them on in there. Rose having a couple of moments there. Didn't see too much LaRock.
Yeah, I saw moments of him, some nice impact kills, but he's not taking over the server, which is a little bit disappointing considering his group stage performance. He was the guy for them. He was the one getting them through these tough games. And when a game is OT, when it's so close like this, you can't help but feel like an extra 5% would have gone a real long way.
All right, well, Team Heretics are up 1-0 over BBL here at the STC Arena, but standing by at the Lenovo Legion Gauntlet with Dota is Ginny.
Chris, we're on your home turf right now. How's it going, by the way? First things first.
It's not going too bad. You know, it's first week of EWC. We're kind of just going through the motions right now, but no, going well, very well.
Yeah, but you got to have that strong start, right, on week one.
Yeah.
And we're so lucky. Falcons are actually playing behind us as we're speaking, and they are the back-to-back club championship winners. So how's things looking up for them in Dota?
Yeah, pretty good, to be honest with you. They started really well, but that was kind of an expectation that they would be getting through that kind of stage. It's group stages right now in Dota, though, and they go on all week. So right now, they're just getting themselves through the group stages.
Okay.
It's pretty much the same for a lot of the other teams who are going to be vying for that club championship spot. Next week is when it really does kick off for Dota. But right now, we're just kind of moseying on a little bit.
Are there any teams that you think, for the club championship points specifically, anybody should really be keeping their eyes out on?
I think Team Liquid didn't necessarily have the hottest of starts. Like, they're fine, but it was one of those they were expecting a little bit more from when it has come down to Dota too. But realistically, as I said, we're in the group stages right now. Still early doors. We've got until Sunday when we're going to be going. Then all day, all week next week as well when we go to knockouts. So we've got a lot of group games to go. Right now, everyone's still in contention. But for Team Liquid, not as clean of a start as they would have wanted.
Then I'm going to have to ask you something by putting you on the spot right now. Is your club championship favorites for Dota at the very least?
I would go as far as saying for Dota, it would probably be the Falcons side, but you could probably say Liquid as well. But again, for both these squads, it's hard to say it right now. But that's why we love it, right? We come into this, we still don't really have a clue which way it's going to go for Dota. But then that's what it could be. It could be one of those wild cards where somebody comes in and gets a really important win early doors. You never know. That might lead them onto some momentum in the rest of the games.
All right. Thank you so much for the little bit of a breakdown. I appreciate it. We'll be seeing a lot of you, and that's it from us.
अच्छा ये है OBS board webcam
Great teams require great synergy, and we're putting that at the test today with the reigning game winners of Valorant, Team Heretics, Koshmaras, Riens. Guys, you have 10 sprays in front of you. You're going to try to get the same one for these situations. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, perfect. Let's get to it. You lose a 1v1 against the opponent by 1 HP.
Bro, this is hard.
Okay.
Okay, I pick this.
All right, and 3, 2, 1.
Same.
Go ahead, show each other.
Yeah,
Hey,
let's go. Give me fist bump. Nice.
When you win, a 1v4 clutch.
This is easy, enough.
Bro, there is 2 good.
No, 1.
Okay, show camera. Don't look yet.
Hooray.
Let's go.
Nice, bro.
You guys are correct. All right, 2 for 2.
We're doing good, bro. Keep it up.
When your teammate whiffs an open kill.
Okay, I think this is also really easy, honestly. Let's
Show
go.
camera and 3, 2, 1.
No.
Oh,
what do you... Lol. अभी तो skip कर रहा था
opponents.
I mean, if
Honestly, no way we missed this, bro.
If you
Come
didn't
on.
pick this one, you're trolling.
All right, show camera.
Yes, good job. Nice.
When you face Paper Rex in an international grand final.
I mean, I'll choose this one.
I don't think we will get this, honestly. Wait, that was actually a good one. It's my bet, honestly.
You have to sweat, you know? to win against them.
That was actually a good one.
When someone asks you, how many hours of Valorant have you played? Usually, if someone asks you that, they don't play Valorant. So.
Yeah. Okay, I picked this.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
No, bro, you should have picked the same one. Like, think about it.
I was actually like about to pick this, but I picked
This
Sova
one,
because
this is the only one that makes sense.
no, but bro, whoever asked this question, they have no idea about esports, so I'm like sweating. I have to explain everything, you know, like what is esports, like all this thing, you know.
When your teammate farts in the middle of the scrim room of your practice room.
Oh, like this one you can choose a lot, no?
Yeah, bro, I will just come on, you can do it, Kosh.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
No.
When a teammate asks to borrow money.
If we get this wrong, then yeah.
Bro, if you get this wrong, you have some problems.
If you get something wrong.
Go ahead.
Yeah, nice, bro.
Okay, easy.
Nice, good job.
When you win EWC.
Pick this.
I think this.
No, bro, you're just happy.
No, but it's easy, you know? You're being like chill about it, you're easy.
Yeah, but you don't have to be, bro. Like you can be cool and like, you know, nonchalant during the tournament. But when you win, you have to be like.
This is definitely you when you win.
At the beginning, I thought we were gonna do like insane, you know, because we did like 3 out of 4. But then.
It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, thank you guys. Great job.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm champion.
Valorant has exploded into a global phenomenon.
Spike planted.
16 teams vied for the crown, but now only one will take it.
Watch their dreams shatter before them.
Was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you. Gamers, hybrid workers, artists. Backing your every move.
Back in we go, a second map up. But Heretics able to find victory on their opponent's pick of Breeze. Lotus now getting ready to be loaded into. They're suddenly very favored to be able to take this potentially in a 2-0.
Yeah, you would think that that's going to be the case, but, you know, we've seen it a couple times this event where both teams have lost, you know, their own map picks, and it's gone to that third map decider. So anything is possible here. You know, BBL started to find their footing as that map went on. They got better, they got sharper. Some of the decision-making looked really nice. They had a great read on how Heretics were trying to pilot that attacker's side. We're really doing a nice job of shutting down a lot of those hits. You're going to need that and more here on Lotus. I mean, certainly, yes, you know, a map that they've been very good on, very competitive on. It went to overtime a couple times for them already here in EWC. Against EDG the first time, against Team Heretics, or not Team Heretics, excuse me, 100 Thieves. And 100 Thieves just barely able to win that one out in overtime. So there are no slouches on this map for sure, but this is a Heretics map that they're very comfortable on. They navigate, they have great protocols on it. You know, Benji Fishy is going to be such a nuisance on that, likely to be a Cypher again. He causes a lot of issues, especially over on that A side, actually holding down that tree. He's really annoying in that part of the map.
Well, Lotus. Don't expect to see any real changes here. As
change your
Like it's just going to be, yep, Benji sticking to that vice. Cosmaris back over onto the Neon. Decent performance from no one on Phoenix, all things considered, from that Breeze.
Yeah,
this wasn't necessarily like fully there in the fragging department, not compared to what we usually see from him on Neon, but util-wise, curveball-wise especially.
Defender side, curveballs were great. I will say, yeah, he was really impactful, especially on that first half. He was really annoying with his util. They had a lot of good setups there to tee up, you know, Woot behind him. A lot of times he wasn't, like you were saying, he was kind of the tank. He was the one that was setting up his other duelist for success. So, should be... Yeah, Krevin on the Cypher there. Nothing too crazy that we're going to see, it looks like. Nobody running a Viper, much to the chagrin of some. But that's okay, I guess. I like the Viper on this map too, sort of. But a lot of teams these days just want to play that double duelist. They just want to have that extra oomph. Some of those hits, on some of those executes, look for that early advantage.
But neither going for the full, you know, Paper Rex Sky layer in here, so it'll just be that fade. Getting stuck to Krevin on the Cypher, the only difference between these squads. See which one between him and Benji Fishy is going to be able to find the most value. I mean, he was an absolute menace on Breeze. If he's going to be able to continue that reign of terror here on Lotus, then perhaps we will be going to a third and final map. For now, all players on stage be dialed in and prepared for this Lotus, taking it one step at a time.
Yeah, and with these types of comps, a lot of this is just going to come down to some of those, you know, early rubble mound fights, those kind of things. Who can get the better trap plays, maybe the front of B when you're going to make some good reads. I think this is going to be pretty similar to Breeze, where it's going to be a very close affair. Both teams are going to have some really good ideas on how each other likes to pilot the map. They've both played it already here at EWC a couple times, so they're going to be very familiar. There's going to be a lot of tape to review between them. And certainly, you know, both these squads are going to be putting in that prep work. It's just a matter of coming down to execution. Heretics will once again be starting on that defender side. BBL goes for attack.
Excellent, boys.
And when I think about LaRock at this tournament so far, the moments that he's had that have been jaw-dropping, it has been him on this raise. So perhaps we can see another performance like that to keep the team alive here at EWC. Otherwise, it might just be a very early goodbye. Crunch attempt over at B main. Nade going to be exchanged, but nothing to be found damage-wise. Meanwhile, Krevin, free scale forward, able to spot out this wall. Thorns over on the tree side.
My eyes are on Rienz for Heretics. He went absolutely crazy on this map the last time they played MIBR on it. 26 kills in their narrow overtime win.
They're going to pump the brake zone, repivot this back. Rienz turns away, turns back, is able to get the spot of Lover's Rock, but can find nothing more. Woot now eliminated as well. BBL looking good to try to close out this pistol. Boo trying to isolate them down, can't do so. Cam with a spot, swing going to be coming through. Now they can just fully rotate over to the C site. Going worldwide on this one.
One enemy remaining. 30
I think they've got this round. I'm feeling pretty confident about it.
Yeah. I think you might be right, especially as Coach Morris. And as low as Loita is, he's the one at risk, and he's the one that's going to get taken down. Flawless pistol to start things off. A big boon here for BBL.
Yeah, just able to create some space at the front of A, have that extra player waiting right there to deal with Rienz, and that opens up so much of the map for them. And again, they're going to have players waiting to lurk. Krevin again, absolute nuisance. So, as Team Heretics, it's probably going to have to be pretty quick adjustments that you're going to need to be finding as this one rolls along. You know, they started off so hot against MIBR on their defender side. Looked like they were going to cruise to an easy map win, but then they dropped like 6 in a row or something like that. A lot to get MIBR right back into it. So, Heretics going to be on the back foot this time. All classics. Not really much to speak of in terms of buy-up. Yeah, easy kill for Lover's Rock.
Yeah, nothing more to be done there. We'll find it, quick pivot, A site's empty. So fast plant here for BBL, and all of Team Heretics about to get the bad news as they start rotating out of sync.
Well, and now you're going to be able to max a little bit towards Laroc's showstopper. Get him an orb, get him a charge from the spike. Maybe try to send him out and get a few kills. Well, you got that ghost in hand, so you'd expect that he's going to want to go hunting, and I think Heretic's pretty aware of that, the way they're set up right now. Bit of a crossfire here towards spawn.
Bolt charge in death. Halfway to that showstopper now, but it looks like the rest of Heretics happy to just go down to the spike. Don't give over any other key advantages here. Lover's Rock, however, should be good for this one, and he will. Quick peek towards that overdrive now, as Boo is going to have his work cut out for him here. That should be an elimination going over. So, yep, grabbing a second charge towards that neural theft. Rien's trying to just tap away, see if he can find anything. He does. Rose will fall, and the other two will go down to the spike.
Okay, not too bad for both teams, but a little bit better for BBL, I'd say, in the long run. You're kind of funneling in some of those orbs towards the showstopper. The good news is Heretics is they're not going to have that showstopper anywhere near ready for this bonus round, so you don't have to fight against that. Very potent ultimate. Koshmaris only enough for a Guardian. It's because he bought into some of the util there, I guess. Meanwhile, Rose going to be the only one without a rifle on the side of BBL, so very powerful bonus.
Ooh, Rose stuck in place there for a brief moment, got the K down. Koshmaris able to find that kill quite easily, but now the trick back looking good as Lover's Rock gets the spam, the drag across, and Woot will fall.
I got spiked.
What a monstrous bonus conversion this would be. As Benji Fishy up, swing at the corner, he's lucky to drift away unscathed. Completely rerouted though. Spike can now be planted.
I'm out of here.
Or they could just pivot.
Yeah, they could cut in towards A here. Oh, it's
They're
going to be
gonna
hurt.
try, but yeah, Boo is here.
Oh,
Finds the
perfect.
first, the spike now down. Paranoia, worried about a quick scale forward. They try to cut him off. Instead it will be that blast pack out. Suddenly back into a 2v2. Be a bit of an overheat here for BBL, but still in a decent position and already significant damage dealt, even if they can't convert this bonus.
And definitely a real chance for Heretics now. Man, do they feel a lot of pressure to convert this one. Can't be too quiet about where they're coming from.
The flash drop down. Saw the retrieval on that arc. Rose knows that they're going to be playing over on that side. And ground counter swinging fast enough. Larocque is able to find that kill. Some spam forward. Oh no, okay, he's not going to go for the knife. Will just show some mercy. Takes him down nice and easy, but that is a hot start now for BBL.
Yeah, this is really good stuff. They're just doing such a nice job there with the haunt, clearing so much space. It locks in the players of Heretics over by the baby door. That means they can't get into that rubble fight the way that they'd like to.
Sayda aldık ya. Bombayı kuralım. Kaos'a girmeyelim. Oman'ı da bilmiyorduk ki, o yüzden diyorum.
Create that extra little bit of a layer. No ults just yet. Boo's one away.
Okay.
Okay, Koshmaris, that's not good. 10 HP.
Fortunately, did have the full armor.
True.
So a chance to still yet find some damage with that Marshall.
Oh, you've got so much map control. But this time, Heretics expecting a pivot. Oh, it's a collide.
God. Any hope of really trying to convert this one quickly. Going to be destroyed as Lover's Rock is on for an ace.
Lover's Rock.
Can he find it? Benji needs to die one way or the other. Footsteps had been heard, and it looks like Larocque will just go ahead and take that for himself.
So,
sorry, my guy, no ace for you. But with the plant, he gets a showstopper online now, so the pain very well could continue for Heretics.
No doubt. They are going to be fighting an uphill battle, to say the least. There's a couple. There's the overdrive and the showstopper, so it's like there's a lot of opportunities here for BBL to
you know, even if they start off the round in a deficit, to turn things on its head rather quickly. And that's, I assume, going to be a pretty quick timeout from Heretics. A lot to talk about. You know, usually pretty decent on the defender side of this map, but so far, BBL has been very, very good. I mean, taking a lot of space. They're winning almost every one of those battles at A. All of them, actually, basically. Heretics, a lot of the rounds, other than one, has played to give up that space. Now, yes, 2 of those were ecos, so kind of makes sense, but at the same time, like, you give BBL that little bit of breathing room, and they're so good at punishing it. They're so good at understanding, okay, they've given us, let's try to pivot. Okay, we don't need to keep going. Let's send out one player to explore A, and oh, okay, they got 2 kills. That's cool. Easy maneuver for us. They're really good at always having that player who's going to be watching the flank, a player who's going to be creating a flank potentially. Making it really tricky for Heretics. Kind of keep map control. So this round, Operator for Wu has to find value. Oh no.
Grabbing front of the one, but nothing more on that. A little bit whippy on the spray. Meanwhile, Showstopper going to be locked out. Rock's looking for a target, but sends it in towards backside, and Koshmara's always taking damage. He's able to tuck back, but now it's a player advantage for Heretics. Ults out of the equation for BBL. Oh, is pushing aggressively. Takes a decent bit of damage, so too has the rock. It's the stun. Oh, shrugging that one off. Finds the kill. Woot now dead. Suddenly, player advantage. The swing in the corner. Rose still going to be good for another. Rien's just not quite fast enough to find that punish. Now the backstab is in. And the timeout leads to absolutely nothing for Heretics.
Yeah, this gets a little bit weird for Heretics. Start off with that early advantage. You're able to nullify the Showstopper thanks to the Vice Wall. Oh, man. Oh, Rock there. Just need to do a little bit of damage. But, you know, one of the things that I'm kind of confused about in this round is Koshmara's tucked into that smoke, has the Showstopper sail over his head, and he opts to make noise and leave. So that kind of alerts BBL that there could be somebody coming from that angle, and him and Benji try to double up, but it doesn't really find much value. In fact, BBL just kind of says, all right, we're just going to make sure that's clear. Now, pivot over towards C. Benji has the util there as a bit of a cushion, but no wall. It's just the vines. Trying to tangle up BBL and see if he can hit some nasty shots, but they're clearing out. I think they got at least one of them there, or he just popped it quick.
Oh,
fake TP. But Heretics have gained some space, and they're willing to take their map control and hold on to it for now. Riens does deal with the cam at the very least. Hoping that this could be the round where you turn it around, get this Thrifty to go. You've got BBL walking into the stack, potentially.
What can Boo find? Up close and personal. Woot committing that one in. Rose, the one to fall, but Lover's Rock looking for a little more of that overdrive swing in the corner, and Woot, filter of his shot, is able to sit him down. Inside, however, primed and open for the taking. As Kreven continues to just wiggle his way into all of these open positions. There was Breeze or here.
Thorns are alive.
So damn good at sussing out where Team Heretics isn't.
10 seconds left.
Plan now to be committed to.
Spike planted.
Heretics try to get this Thrifty off the ground.
He didn't get any guns either.
Well, never pushed in that direction. Given the investment on that Showstopper, it's going to hurt all the more if they can't get this to convert. Turn to the flash back forward. Able to fight two, tries to go for the overdrive, but he's already swung the corner, and Kreven has him dead. The neural theft, the second reveal about to be coming in. Swing in, Benji will be able to get them over the line. A massive round to be found here for Team Heretics. They pull off the Thrifty to get themselves on the board.
I mean, it's beyond huge. So much invested in that round, able to get that
early walk into your setup, get those kills, but not able to scoop up guns and still getting it done with the pistols. Let's see this from Koshmaris. Ah, nice.
Very nice.
Nice with the bandit. Benji gets the one tap.
Nice, let's go, let's go, let's go.
He is one of the best with the sheriffs. I absolutely love to see him in those thrifty rounds because he hits some nasty ones for sure.
Oh, Mars running over this Rumble Crunch. Ends up losing his life. Loita able to find Boo, and it looks like we're right back to BBL dominance.
अरे वो EWC के लिए मैं select हो गया ना watch party करने के लिए मतलब EWC है esports world cup तो उसके लिए जिसे watch party करनी होती है उसे पहले अप्लाई करना पड़ता है अगर रिजेक्ट हो गए तो नहीं कर सकते watch party और मैं अप्रूव हो गया कुछ नहीं बस मैच देखो अपना रिएक्शन दो लाइव करते रहो अपनी
That's just insane. I mean, that's just oh godness.
हाँ watch party कर रहा हूँ
Oh, what a good flash.
और जो मेरे अलावा कोई और करेगा जैसे तनिष करेगा अगर उसके चैनल को स्ट्राइक मिल जाएगी
I mean, hell, they keep running at him. He might just ace them in a loss.
नहीं मुझे अलाउ कर दिया ना इन लोगों ने EWC ने लाइव हूँ EWC ने मुझे अप्रूव कर दिया है समझी
तुम्हारी
बोलो कुछ
I mean, this is just so easy for them, and look at how back and forth they are using that neon to distract.
I think he's frozen. No, he's just.
It's just his disbelief look.
Stuck in place.
Oh no, we lost.
Paranoia, try to slow him down. Quick little easy kill there for Boo.
नहीं मैं नहीं खेल सकता आओ ना watch party देखो मेरी लो
Tap the door, Boo wanting that gun. They know it, but he is able to recover it safely.
Screenshot देख लो
Barely. That's nice. Gives you a little bit extra firepower here. You need to see a little bit more from Heretics though. They've got rifles in hand. Benji Fishy does have that steel garden, so could be a nuisance if the C pivot happens from BBL, but like they maybe want to avoid that or at least try to, you know, figure out a little bit of the util here. Benji's going to be setting up and then make some plays off of that. Rose looking for that late linger, that late backstab. Let's see if that was close. I thought for a second he might peek out of the smoke accidentally.
Oh भाई
Boo
के left में खड़ा है
Spike planted.
Coming in, Boo's still trying to find this lurk.
मैं खेलता हूँ
Chips over and will be able to get Rose displaced. 4v3, the weaponry not really still on their side. Steel Target, however, will look to equalize, but Showstopper is still going to be available. Boo, what are you doing? Where in the hell
अबे यार
is he
TH
off to?
क्या करती है
Satchel out. Last player standing.
Steel Garden takes their guns. It doesn't take their sight. It doesn't take their hearing.
TH को क्या हो गया
I don't know. I don't know.
I am.
मैं TH सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ वही तो होगी
I'm left scratching my head a bit on that one too. Well, it is what it is, dude. Larock there, some sick raise play.
Fan है वो.
The showstopper there, but as he's getting chased down,
और
throws
कुछ
the satchel to get to safety.
मैं तो सारी ऑडियंस की लड़कियों को जानता हूँ
I mean, I don't know what happened here. Heretics have just completely lost their minds.
मैं देखने आई
I mean, their
हूँ
mental is out the window. They aren't really able to find any answers every single step of the way.
यार ये कमबैक हो गया
BBL is out shooting them, out thinking them. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the second time out.
अरे पहला मैच TH जीत गई अब दूसरा BBL जीत रही है
They have no reason. This is reminding them that they're incapable.
और पहला भी बहुत वैसा गया मैच 16
Oh, for sure. I mean,
we come into this map being like, okay, Heretics, the
16
stage is set.
16-14 पे
The
जीती
advantage is
थी
theirs.
पहला.
Yes, maybe BBL have done their homework. Maybe they've prepped quite a bit for this. And perhaps this will be a very close map, but this is a slaughter.
और उसमें खींचा है अच्छा खासा.
I mean, it's the only round they get is a thrifty defuse because Benji comes up huge with a 1v1 sheriff kill.
Find you.
Now you're into Rose's ult. Got an outlaw again for Lover's Rock. The last time he had this, I think he got a 4K.
Yep.
Goodbye.
There's just nothing there to assist.
पता नहीं
It's a gamble. It's such a risk, and boo. I mean, if he pulls it off, it looks brilliant, but
right,
twice in a row now. We're left scratching our heads.
Well, it's BBL. Oh my God, Benji is lucky to be alive.
Well, it's going to feel like some of that pressure, but now Benji's just screwed. Stuck into a corner. Thorns at his feet. And the paint show arrives. He'd be right back out of BBL. They are not taking any risks. They're just slowing it down. They know they have the advantages. Woot now, alone on this side of the map, dialed in with the operator. And this needs to be big.
He's no. Oh.
Perfect. First.
No blast back here to escape, so.
Quick backpedaling, coming through. Couple shots his way. The Prowler will connect.
30 seconds left.
Has to back off, but now here comes the pivot. Rien's closest one on the scene. Going to be held at bay as that cage does get popped. They're going to commit the nightfall to this. Heretics feeling like they have to force something, but there's no quick scaling off of this.
Take hold.
Sees towards connector. Kashmaris out into the open. Is going to be able to find the one, but Wood now going to be taken down. Rien's with another. A 2v2. Kosh at 10. Paranoia to connect onto Rien's. The spray takes him low. Kashmaris has to try to take him down. 10 health V49. The peak will come in before the defuse can get held to half. BBL. Yes, this one ends up getting close, but they are still playing this gorgeously. Up now 8-1.
Yeah, one of the things I want to talk about at the beginning of this round is why Boo is trying to go for that push when he does, and it's because there's not that early contest of A main, so he thinks he can cheat a little bit and try to scoot ahead to Rubble for free, whereas the BBL players, they're watching for that. Lover's Rock. Tremendous stuff on the Neon. 13 and 6 right now. Nailing it. You just keep using the outlaw because Heretics have to keep trying to throw money at the problem. And money doesn't solve everything. Everybody but Kashmaris one tap to this. Woot one away from his ult, so maybe they could get another thrifty to go off the back of that. But he needs to find a kill or something first. Meanwhile, you know, BBL's game plan right now is look, go contact, look for picks, go to the other side, see what's up.
Prowler does not trick Lover's Rock, and okay, he's unable to find the kill, but Loida will. Finds himself a second, in fact, as that's going to be Rien's dead as well. Woot now forced away. We're going to be grabbed up here by LaRock. 3 charges from yet another showstopper. Just taking their time, assessing who they want to give this to, where they want to plant it. And they say, yep, showstopper seems pretty good. Let's get another one of those.
Yeah, should have another one before the half is over.
There's one. Hits Kashmaris, takes him down to 10. Spray through the wall, and LaRock, but one way or another, he's getting that showstopper. A flawless round. As they are just running away with this map. You'd think so many overtimes, a loss on your map pick, you'd be shaken up. BBL, they are the ones that are dialed in.
They are so resilient, so confident. This is excellent work from LaRock. They're like, we know where they're at. You can come get some more charges for your showstopper. Dinner's ready. It's been served on a plate. Lover's Rock.
Oh, shot, Woot.
Clean shot from Woot. A lifeline for Team Heretics. And quickly off the back of that spill forward, taking space past Mound, but it looks like BBL, they're going to fast re-clear this. They're more than willing to take the fight.
Go, go, go.
TP going to be used just to try to instill some doubt. LaRock is able to find Kojmaris. Suddenly that 4v4, the showstopper still in the back pocket.
That's what you're looking for.
Ooh, looking for a timing. We'll be able to find it off that haunt. Meanwhile, showstopper's going to be exchanged. Chucks it in there, and boom, he's still playing forward. He gets caught. Meanwhile, Woot comes away with absolutely nothing.
That felt so early from Woot there. And I guess just the pressure.
And he's just trying to stalemate LaRock, but
Where are you?
because Boo is just trying to hold that corner, he ends up getting taken down.
Right.
Now it's Benji Fishy trying to hold the line. Against Rose, he's just trying to
30 seconds left.
maybe even it's still a little bit of a fake. Ball gets popped. Push forward into B. No util other than the C's in hand of the ball man. And LaRock has them basically lined up. His turn now to be on for an ace.
10 seconds left.
The spike planted in Benji. What are you meant to do? Can't try to go for this.
Gotta save.
Saving.
He has to back away. But he has no idea if he has a safe angle, a safe place to really tuck back.
Right, you know LaRock is thirsty for that ace.
Well, he's thirsty for that ace, and Rose had also tripped the wall. He doesn't know if he's really slipped the net. Either way, LaRock not going to go hunting super hard for this one. Continuing to play it wisely, cautiously. No reveal off that haunt. Mike now detonating. Benji should be good to hold on to this. No, he's not. It is just a wide swing into the spray down. Nothing carried over. And nothing going Heretics' way.
Oh, man. This is where you got to be concerned if you're a Heretics fan, because BBL is activated, and if LaRock is online, yeah, he'll be doing a lot of that, waving goodbye to his opponents, because he has been so good here in Paris. Now you've got Kreven's ult. You're kind of close to Lover's Rock's ult, maybe. I mean, Kojmaris does have his.
Look at this read.
Yep, they know.
Ready for this crunch. Erdogan, however, is going to be a little bit late, and it does not connect on the re-ends, and okay, suddenly, even though they had the right idea,
I have the spike.
they just can't connect the shots. LaRock dead too early now. It is all down to Rose to see what damage he can get, but last round of the half, not going to be able to find a round win here. So, 10-2, BBL still looking incredible.
Yeah, this is insane work from them against a team that's generally pretty darn good on their defender side of Lotus. That is, all Riens can do is laugh here a little bit. He at least had a crazy good last round there, but pretty much the rest of that half, I have to forget from everybody on Heretics.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I think you're just trying to focus forward for Sunset. Granted, I mean, there's always an opportunity, but for now, let's send things over to Lou.
Thank you, guys. And what would be EWC without its super fans? I'm now joined by Otto and Gio, super fans from Heretics. So I'm going to ask you boys first, where are you guys from? Where did you come from? And how long was the trip to Paris?
Okay, it took like 2 days to come here. I'm from El Salvador in Central America. Yeah, it's a really amazing experience to be here.
It feels great to have you here as well. Gio, where do you come from and how long was the trip?
I come from Mexico. It was around like 14 hours to get here. So, yeah.
That's passion. We can call that passion. Donc, d'où est-ce que vous venez? Comment était le voyage, etc. On a un fan du Salvador et de l'autre côté du Mexique. 2 jours, 14 heures pour venir supporter Heretics. On espère qu'ils vont se porter mieux sur cette seconde map. And how does it feel, you know, traveling throughout the world to like watch esports, House Paris, etc. This is not a tricky question. You can say your honest opinion.
it's incredible, to be honest. To be here watching Heretics with my friends and also with all the staff from Heretics is an amazing experience. To be honest, at the beginning, I'm not gonna. I can't believe that I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Insane experience, insane surprise indeed. And what about you, Gio?
It's such a dream come true. I feel like I'm still sleeping. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, being able to experience the whole event, seeing the players like this close is just crazy.
Être juste à côté des joueurs comme ça, c'est une expérience incroyable. J'ai l'impression que c'est un rêve et que je vais me réveiller bientôt. And last question, but not least, who is your MVP in Team Heretics and who's going to help the boys carry the game?
To be honest, I can choose.
You have to.
Okay, if I have to choose one, I'm gonna say Rians.
Okay, Rians, what about you?
I mean, I love Benji, but I think when it comes to that clutch factor, it's going to be Rians.
Rians, let's see if Rians can take the win on Lotus for the Heretics boys. Let's go.
Go!
It has been incredibly rough for Heretics so far here on Lotus. Rien's, a lot of praise from the fans, a lot of praise from everyone around the world. We know what he's capable of, and right now, yes, he is going to be sitting at the top of the scoreboard for Heretics, but it's not been a standard, a usual performance from him. Can he find that stride? Because at this point, the BBL take this pistol. Curtains on Lotus, and we move over to Sunset.
It is not looking great, that's for sure, and that is not the start you want. Lovers Rock with the Sheriff outdueling Rians. The struggles continue. Koshmaris has the trip. They're going to clear it.
Go, go, go.
Maybe can get a plant here. But, I mean, BBL not far off. They're going to be coming from just about every angle.
Then she does have this late lurk. He's going to be able to find anything if he does end up scaling towards stairs. Jump peek there from Loida, trying to spot out. Well, Pain Shell tucked over the side. Rose, ooh, slowed down. Narrowly able to get away from that one. Meanwhile, Lovers Rock is able to find another kill. A third in his hands as Woot will also get taken down. Boo and Benji just now on the arrival. The Fuse going to be held up to half. Boo interrupts it, but Benji Fishy needs to go nuclear, but the defuse is already stuck. The round is already over. And I think this map is as well.
I mean, it's just sort of Heretics trying to mimic what worked for BBL on their pistol in the first half. But nobody's there because the BBL is all the way over on the other side of the map. They get that first pick and they immediately start kind of shifting counterclockwise. They're moving in the opposite direction. And that whole time, that's just giving them this great 2-2-1 split to come into the B site. And that means for Benji to find value, the rest of his team has to hold the line, and they just cannot.
Here.
Tobiah to force.
I have the spike.
Sheriff's a stinger and an outlaw. 3 players will be one tap to that outlaw on BBL. So that one could find some unexpected value. That one is kind of a unique one to throw into the mix on a force buy. You're usually just going to see like stingers and the sheriffs. But they're going to try to eke out an extra little advantage. Benji has to cut armor for that.
Slow creep up. The biggest concern is that it's not a force by death ball. It's a split, a 3-2. I believe Lovers Rock able to get a spot out, but no reason for him to try to push forward. He's got that judge, can just continue to maintain control over that corner, that entry to the site. Some interest drummed up though, as we do see rotation coming in, and Benji, okay, belt over shot. Sits down Lovers Rock on that slide. With that kill, they're now going to try to just pivot everybody back over to A, but look at the time remaining, 25 seconds still. 2 players here, and another not very far away. So Rock ready to join in on that connector. Oh my God. Okay, Rose, not able to find much of anything there. The Loita could still be their demise.
10 seconds
and
left.
Benji both gonna be struck down. The wall bang shot takes it low, but cannot find the elimination. Boo surviving. 3 HP in the regen armor. Still decently winnable though for BBL as Loita and LaRock. They find more, and Koshmaris can find nothing. 12-2. We have only seen one comeback of that caliber at this event. The hands of Nongshim Red Force. I just do not see it happening again here.
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like BBL is winning in every aspect of the game on this map. The firepower, the teamwork, you know, when they need an individual to go big because it doesn't start off, you know, the way you would want in the round. This time it's Loita. Do some serious heavy lifting. I mean, him and Krevin have only died 5 times each. We're into round 15. Just ridiculous stuff. They gamble stack over at A. They were looking for the knockout blow. They went for the haymaker, and it's gonna miss. So, gonna have to go back into the jabs or something a little bit different, because they're gonna split their forces. Ares for Kashmaris.
Not shocking at all.
No.
We'll lean into this weapon, even on a good economy. Meanwhile, oh, look, Rockets is up and over the top, and Boone none the wiser, not hearing the blast pack. He gets himself a second before finally being traded out. Krevin on the push, 2 kills gonna be found. That Sheriff is singing, and he is looking to silence Heretics, and they have. Lotus, it is a dismantling of Heretics as BBL keep themselves alive here at EWC 2026 Sunset. Trying to side it all.
I love LaRock. He just leans right into that villain story, goes to the crowd, and he goes, I want to hear it. I want to hear you. He is unbelievable. I mean, just every possible aspect you could think of, BBL are better on this map. LaRock is so good at Raze, really creative with the blast packs, whereas I felt like Woot was really lacking in a lot of that department. Obviously, the individual, just frankly, shooting is way better, straight up. What else do you want me to say? There was a couple rounds in there where Heretics have the equal footing in a firefight and they just lose.
Yeah, this was completely one-sided, never really close at any moment. Let's send things back over to D-Gun and the desk, hear what they have to say, because I was told, you know, if you have nothing good to say nothing at all, so I'll let D-Gun do all the talking.
I don't know what you're talking about, because I got great things to say here about the cast as well. Paper Thin and Achilleos, thank you so much. They're going to be back because BBL are back in a dominant way. That's the LaRock that we've been looking for, that MVP caliber battle, and he shows up here in map number 2. It's 1-1.
Look at this, he's showing that I can't hear you to the crowd that are definitely Heretics' favorite here. This kid is a villain, and that's how he likes it. Man, he's having the best time here.
You say that, but at the same time, if anyone ever speaks to LaRock, he's like the sweetest boy ever.
Yeah.
But the moment that he goes on stage, he forgets about all of that. Lotus is his territory, and BBL in this second match, it keeps happening time and time again. I do not want to hear for a second that they are a momentum-based team, you know, like you get in their heads. No, the mental reset that they can have from one map to another is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's all about the fact that we saw that Lotus twice. It goes to OT twice, and they lose it both of those times, and then they go back to the drawing board. They almost 13-0 EDG here, and then they put up a second dominant performance. This is excellent adaptation mid-tournament on this map, and it looks better than ever.
All right, well, we were in the back, and I got to tell you, Big Time was freaking out with the way that Heretics decided to do their composition, and then the strategy that followed it up here with the A site. It was just constant A site retake and Big Time heartache.
Look, this is the problem of a main, right? We see this with so many teams. Look at this for Heretics. They want to fight into a main. Kakuka, what's missing?
A Viper wall?
A Viper wall, that's what's missing. Correct that. You see how hard it is for them to get back into this A site. You see how hard it is for them to be able to retreat away. And in every major gun round, what stopped them from getting the momentum is that they struggled to come back in this A site.
Yeah, it's very complicated. You can think that because of the Neon has the wall, the problem is that you're most likely going to be in a disadvantage when you're going to retake, especially if you're going up against a team like BBL who like to do this 4-man pushes.
Yeah, look look at this. This is on Eco. They try and retake. They have to invest that ult because it's so hard to win this fight. Otherwise, BBL trade this out well, keep themselves alive in the round. Literally every single major swing round, this is their move, and it doesn't work so consistently. BBL one step ahead here in the macro, in my mind.
To me, there's also a big difference, and I do think that Loversrock like diffed on Kosh on this map. Like if you put the two Neons head to head, we could see in that replay the way that he was moving and interpreting the situation, how he was reacting to that aggression and whatnot on the side of Loversrock was on top of what Kushmaros was bringing, which is surprising, but in a good way.
Yeah, and again, on the opposite side for Team Heretics, you know, if you're going to pick a composition like that that makes taking or retaking A that hard, you got to find something else to do. And it just felt like time and time again, they're like, our guns will wake up. It was a wake on Breeze. We'll be able to bounce back. And they just never did. And I think that leads us to hopefully our second highlight here. Round 8, where when they do have an opportunity to come back, they overheat. The Omen teleports in, and it's all out of order here, Kakuka.
I think that throughout this entire map, what we had was a Team Heretics that never found the footing, never found exactly how to retake. I think that they were so confused about so many of these situations, and BBL was on top of every single one of those mistakes, taking advantage of those. As we said, LaRock having an amazing performance. I think that we can have that conversation for absolutely every single one of those players, but if we think about that there's an MVP prize at the end of this tournament, we gotta give it to LaRock for now.
And it's so perfect that Woot had a phenomenal map 1, and now it's LaRock with a phenomenal map 2. These two are going head to head here. The previous MVP against the current #1 candidate. It doesn't get better than this.
Again, LaRock, this is the type of performance that we thought he would have. Above 300 ACS, just making play after play, and even that final round going up and over the box, picking off one in a 1v2, still trading out. He was just always taking down at least one, if not two.
I mean, the thing is now for me, can he keep this performance up on Sunset? That's where we're going to next. It's our map 3 decider here, and this is a crazy map for it to end on because Heretics, they were so good at this map. They were so well known for this map. I saw everybody in the game copy their Sunset. Have they been able to figure out the map here at EWC when it's back in the pool?
And we have already seen BBL win in this map, doing it dominantly so against EDG. And as you're saying, it's not only that Team Heretics had a great Sunset, is that no team in the competition has been willing to go to Sunset against Team Heretics. That means it's saved until this very moment, and it's a big question mark because, as we said, BBL has done such a good job in perfectioning these compositions for the maps, moving Kreven around into what position he's going to be playing in and with what agent. But for the side of Team Heretics, I feel like they need the reps before they feel comfortable in the map. The question around Kushmaros still stands even to this day.
Yeah, final thoughts here, big time.
I mean, I think Heretics need a bounce back after that. Nobody was firing. They didn't have any magic there in the server. BBL ran away with it. I need to see them wake up.
It is 1-1 with the next map win. You move on with the next map loss. You are out of EWC, Team Heretics and BBL. And for more on the journey that Team Heretics has taken, let's take a look at this video.
In last year's finals, we were in a tough situation. I think a lot of different words were said, different tactics to wake up, maybe some harsh, maybe some inspirational.
I think all it took was winning that third map to give us that big amount of belief in ourselves that we can do it.
Even though it was so bad, we still inside believe that it's possible. Can't stop believing, because if you stop believing, then that's it.
Friends on 78 HP. He did the ultimate on so much crashes.
I think the trophy felt unusual. I mean, it was my first Valorant trophy. I think for all of us as well. Especially, you know, thinking like 2 hours ago we were in the worst position possible. It felt amazing. It felt like a moment of finally.
I think I kind of knew in my head that we would win it just because it's really hard for them to be mentally strong, being 2-0 up and then going to 2-2. Like, there was no way in my head that we were going to lose that last map just based on knowing what mental state they're in and what mental state we're in.
Yeah, I mean, this year, mibr is not in our roster. I mean, obviously I would have liked to play with my brother, but it's, you know, esports is competition. Koshmaros and mibr are very similar in terms of playstyle. Of course, they have differences, but I think as a team we're very similar to last year.
I think it's a lot of good teams here, but we're here to defend our title. We're gonna try as hard as possible, and teams will remember the form that we were in last year, and hopefully we can replicate it this year.
We're here to defend the title, and good luck to the teams trying to take it from us.
अरे ये बताओ आज तुम बैकपैक को स्कूल लाए हो जब बैकपैक तुम्हें स्कूल लाया है हाँ
राहुल
कहाँ जा रहे हो माइक्रो राहुल अभी तो शो शुरू हुआ है
Powered by Play.
All right, guys, Achilles here. We have Woot standing by. He's about to play a mystery 1v1. His opponent knows who he is. He doesn't know who he's playing against. And he's going to have to try to figure it out.
No, bro, he's playing Judge. Okay, he's 100% American, bro. 100%.
How does that narrow it down?
Oh.
Okay.
He's trolling me, bro. He's bullying me. That's Turkish way to cancel, bro. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I have a question for you. Burger King or McDonald's? Okay, I got you.
Thanks.
Doner, okay. Oh shit. Bro, who is 27 years old? Where is my Heretics Classic?
Their most played agent is Raze.
Asuna!
No.
Oh my god, I'm so bad.
They've lifted regional trophies.
Regional trophies, okay. Then... Valin!
It's not Valen.
Bro, come on! Oh no, it cannot raise actually. Jogema!
Ding ding ding.
Yes! Oh my god. Why did I say...
long, bro?
Bro, I'm sorry.
So I think you're now on mute.
Wait, you wanna see boxing?
You gotta honor it.
Bro, when did you put that? Oh, it was one right click.
You get the extended knife. That's a Turkish knife.
That was one shot.
That was one shot. I didn't know it hit your back.
Sheriff, go Sheriff. Oh my god, I hate this guys, bro. Come on.
Wow, bro. Nice try.
Yeah. Nice game, bro. Thank you so much.
Bro, GG, bro.
GG.
EWC promotion. Yay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Esports World Cup 2026 Valorant. After this map, one team's dreams and key will be crushed and will be going home. It is 1-1 BBL and Heretics as Team Heretics suffers one of the biggest losses here in the tournament, tying Global Esports with that 13-2.
Yeah.
And they've got to pick themselves up off the ground if they want to defend their title as the only winner of Valorant here at EWC.
That's exactly it. I can't stress this enough. There is no double elimination here. You lose this map 3, you will be going home. Your key will be crushed. You will not be able to defend your title. BBL looking more confident than ever after that last map.
Two very different stories. We have the title defenders in Team Heretics, and we have a group of 5 youngsters that just ascended into VCT. This is their second global event ever. They were lucky and strong enough to, at the beginning of the year, be the first winners in kickoff EMEA. Had a quiet stage 1 and now bounced back to be in this form. We've said it, we have already seen their sunset. We have seen how crazy it can get. LaRock playing on that deadlock.
Yeah.
Let's see how prepared Team Heretics is for this.
Again, the youngest roster in the tournament is BBL. LaRock, that MVP candidate, the second youngest player in the tournament. And fascinatingly enough, after 2 maps, LaRock, Loida, and Lovers Rock all tied at the top of the ACS leaderboards with 251 ACS on the dot.
Yeah.
They are firing on all cylinders now after that second map.
I mean, this is a scary, scary squad. We talk so much about the Rock, but really, this is all 5 of them, top to bottom, able to excel here. As we have our Agent Select coming in now, Koshmaras on that Neon. That's what I wanted to see. It's old school. It's double initiator here from Heretics.
And at the same time, we were wondering what Heretics was going to change from years prior, and it doesn't look like it's going to be much. Concerns that we had on this sunset for them was that Wood sometimes was not on point with the KO. Koshmaras, I think that this is the moment for him to shine when we're speaking about the one-to-one.
One thing I want to talk about is Benji Fishy on this Cypher. When they were at their best on this map, he was astronomical on this agent, especially around that B-side. And I always remember those B-side post plants. Yes, the map's changed a little bit, but look for that same style here from Heretics.
I know that we've been highlighting the players in BBL. To me, the difference maker still keeps being, is Lovers Rock turning up today or not? And to me, even on that breeze, he perfectly did. He's able to keep that up, especially with the defenses that BBL has been giving us throughout the entire year. He should be and could be the key to shutting Heretics down and ending their dream of doing it again.
The burden of being the title defenders here at EWC is upon the shoulders of Team Heretics, but the young squad that knows no better, they only know forward, is BBL on the cusp of knocking out those title defenders and making history. Let's find out as we go to map number 3 with the Kilios and Paper Thin.
Sunset to decide it all. His third and final map is BBL, absolutely battered Heretics on Lotus. Can they maintain that form? Can Heretics regain theirs? And stick around in this tournament to defend their title. In back-to-back years, it's a single elimination playoff format. No second chances, no reprieve. Loser here. Their run comes to an end.
You just gotta wonder, is that momentum gonna be able to carry over for BBL? You know, sometimes in EMEA, they'll have one of those maps where they'll blow an opponent out of the water, and then the next map they'll kind of shaky again. So, just looking to see if they're gonna be able to maintain that form. You know, LaRock going on to a very different role, a very different agent and Deadlock. Gonna be setting up some of those sonic sensors early over on the B site. Still sitting on his wall in his net, just waiting for a bit of a trap play off of contact on that sensor, but it's a full-on mid-push, and Rose has to hightail it out of there.
Overall, that he did play incredibly well versus EDG. Trevin,
crazy blind.
Now having to backpedal away. But we'll find a stun. Meanwhile, Rose around the back has this sudden arrival. Only going to be able to clean up one. Able to find 2. What a volley of shots from him, but Woot still in this mix, still in this fight. Gets himself a 3K, fishing for a little bit more blind, but players will rescale back over towards Boba.
4-9,
They might just be pushing.
They have another, they have time for another pivot, and Loida's somewhat aware of it.
Lovers Rock, he's quick on their heels though, in around the back. I don't know if he has been scouted at all. There is no credence being lent to this for the moment. Loida able to find one. The turn back loop gets himself a 4K, but Loida gets BBL the opening pistol.
Whoa, it is a crazy back and forth in this round. So many clutch moments. This one right here from Locke. I thought he was going to get the third for a second there. I thought he had Woot lined up, but not quite. There's Benji maybe, but regardless, really good read of the map there by the last 2 surviving players. Keeping Heretics very well pinned in, giving them a really tough crossfire. The timing couldn't have been better there either. Absolutely nailing that. Clear the dart. No further confirmation or doubling down on the information by BBL.
Revealing area.
Rien's, actually that dart isn't going to get around the corner. So they know that somebody could be there. They're pinging it out. They're at least aware of it.
Spot on the leg. And now they very much do know that this gun is in play. I mean, Krevin, if he had just pulled the trigger there.
Yeah, I know.
Would have had him dead, dialed in, not knowing it. But let's get tucked very close forward. Looks like he's going to reassess this. Play away from that sonic sensor.
Got kind of a read on this. They're a little bit worried about mid, but with that wall there, you can pretty much turn your attention towards the front here.
That at the ready. Chucks that one through. Krevin's going to be able to find one, but gets traded out for the rock. With that Guardian, looking for a little bit more. Just be the 2 kills found for him. Another 2 on the back for Rose. 3 players survive. 2-0 start, an overall clean anti-eco for BBL.
Pretty curious if Heretics have an inkling that the Omen tucked into the corner had a judge. They pinged it out because it didn't get cleared by the recon. That's something that I'm kind of having my eyes leaning towards for this bonus. BBL. Good setup there at the end. Nice job by Lorak to once again just step into the fray. Find his moment to be annoying. Oh, just went right past it.
Yeah, one past it. Koshmaras just get taken down. Some damage. Oh, for them to try to get that assist. Meanwhile, Lovers Rock having the backpedal. Still has this fast lane, but this is all now a bit of a bait to try to play in Rose, tucked into the corner. Heretics, though, pausing, wanting to see if he's going to go for this repeak.
Yeah, for sure. You got to be real careful about it, too. Only 2 of the players can absorb one of the hits.
Jiggle peeks it again. And making sure he checks everything here. Spotted on that drone, and what a shot from Lovers from Rock, and then Lovers Rock on the back end. He's able to find 2. Rien's having to do it all. The swing out.
Oh!
Absolutely destroys them.
Nice clutch. Rien's.
That is the Rien's that we know.
क्या ही crazy clutch था Rien's का.
And it couldn't have come at a more opportune moment. Heretics were about to get bonus. This should have been over. This should have been done. But nope. Rien's.
Okay. Absolutely incredible. The coaching staff as well on their feet off the back of that play. What a bailout. But all things considered, it's still a good bonus for BBL.
Yes, it is still a absolutely ridiculous bonus. And now only 3 players have that half armor. So Lovers Rock still gonna be leaning in towards that outlaw. Feeling so confident about it, and he should be. He's really damn good with it.
This insert of Koshmaras. I don't know if they're gonna be able to clear this out without just playing forward and peeking in the alley.
Well, I mean, Loida,
he's still scaling.
He's aware that this is possible.
Checking it. Wow, what a clean shot. Swift on that one. Shock Dart's not able to find too much.
Sensor destroyed.
Now going to be broken. But Lovers Rocky's done it again. 2 players going to be collided there as Woot and Boo will fall. The hero of the previous eliminated is just Benji Fishy. Isolated in B main.
Seconds left.
No way to try to make a play of this. Realistically,
no.
Best bet would be to try to recover a weapon, get something better than the Bulldog, but even that is just so very risky. Camera out, the spot, the swing, the death. This BBL get the flawless off the back of a very close bonus, and now they're up 3-1.
This is going to do a lot for BBL's economy. They were getting pretty low in the bank account coming into this round because they lost that bonus. So this one, pretty important for them in this defender side. And this is huge because they're going to be able to just keep all their weapons. They have an Outlaw already in the mix to deal with the eco round. This should be them looking pretty good to go up to 4. I mean, if worse comes to worse, you have Lover's Rock's Overdrive. No Rose.
Forced away, but Lloyd, he's got him covered. King reveal now out, spraying right through the box, just looking for some damage. He's a little bit shy to the mark, but Lover's Rock looking for another kill with that Outlaw. It's just gonna be the one. Still damage dealt, and all of Heretics contained in Alley.
Yeah, Lorak, he's the only one who's gonna be one shot to the Outlaw, so he's gonna tuck in, just try to play, see if anybody clears his wall. Feels like Woot wants to go for it. Not sure.
Gonna take, you know,
yeah,
damn near all of the mags he got for that stinger.
I was about to say, I think it takes like 3 mags out of that stinger.
To segment it. Meanwhile, Lloyd taking to the high ground, counter swing available. The drop of a hat from Rose. Peeking from Benji. Will be left on the floor, spot number 1. Spray connecting, Boo down to 22. Grabs that Outlaw.
30 seconds left.
Meanwhile, Kreven. Approach on the back.
Poison's off.
There's just no other recourse here for Heretics. 20 seconds. Oh, they're actually gonna ult for this. This is a big commit in. The plant will come through. We're trying to see if he can interrupt and intercept any of these players, but he will not. And there's the spot out, Boo! The Belter was shot. The ult ends up rebounding into the corner. He does not get caught. Suddenly, a chance, an opportunity for Boo. Trying to scope in on that corner, the Hunter's Fury. They know exactly where Woot's at, and they want to keep him contained. It's a quick cancel, though. The Fuse is just going to be stuck. Go find one. Win the round. 3 kills for Woot, but a 3-round lead for BBL.
Oh man, I mean, the fact that Heretics is able to fight back in this round, very, very impressive. They were seemingly completely locked out, but they're able to get that ult there. Kreven, I thought, played that really nicely. He just contained them to make sure they couldn't go for the rotate, the late rotate. And he still ended up dying. I mean, he was holding a great off angle. It's just Woot read it. Woot was slow peeking that. Suspected he might be there. That just shows you how well these two teams know each other. Yeah, the Heretics coaches, oh, it's so close. It's so close.
And it's a lot to be invested. Granted, yes, a bit of a silver lining. Spiral down to the stage. Is that you got a couple of those critical ults out of BBL. The Hunter's Fury as well as that Annihilation end up getting burned, but you're still walking away every single round bruised up. This beating that BBL continues to just dish out.
For sure.
comeback दे दिया पूरा. बहुत अच्छी starting करी थी.
And it's just, when you lose those early player advantages, BBL has shown that they're pretty disciplined about not giving you a lot of opportunities. You know, as aggressive as this squad is, you know, widely known to be, I'm pretty impressed with their ability to pause at times and to kind of just settle down, settle in, wait you out, play the smart game. That round right there, even though it doesn't go their way because Boo has his ult, it's still, I think, very well handled in the theoretical sense. Execution may be a little bit off, but that's not the end of the world there. Cam gets set up. Opt for Lover's Rock. He's trying to get over towards B. This is where the spike is now, but just, yeah, getting closer and closer to Woot's ult. Already have the Hunter's Fury for Rians, and Boo has Loita dead.
TP's up over the top corner. Peek, Loida, maybe even just killed on a jump spot. Hard to tell just how clean the kill was, but it's a critical advantage that Heretics need. Well, Benji stuck here in mid. Find that timing, takes the armor away from Lover's Rock, but cannot get that elimination through. Repivot back over to B, though, from both of the teams as BBL starting to realize that it's not going to be hitting on A. Your point avoided. Into the back, Kreven trying to just jump up and down, keep himself safe. We'll be able to find that elimination as Lover's Rock goes in with the overdrive. Good for one, but the players dying around him. Benji able to find it, the off now on the floor in the rock.
30 seconds left.
Need to be a 3K.
Spike planted.
No net, no real util to try to make a go of this. Just a single sonic sensor. That is not going to lead to much. Flushed against the wall here is Rienz. Swinging that corner, able to find the one. He's trying to fish him out, but it's going to be Rienz jumping over the top of the Classic. Survives with 6. It's Heretics their second round.
So it felt like maybe part of the discussion here was just, hey, if you see an opportunity, take it. And the A side is kind of where the strong side has been for BBL. So, okay, you can mess with them a little bit. You get a pick over there, that's great. But then you're toying with the map, and then they just have no resistance at the front of B, and they're like, okay, we should really just take advantage of that. And I think that's probably something BBL needs to address pretty quickly, and it looks like already, yeah, the coaching staff immediately takes a time out of their own. You know, Key wants to get in there and talk to the players. It's just kind of like little things there where just a little bit of an over-rotate from BBL, I think, hurt them in terms of maybe trying to slow that down. And then you have that problem where the Viper gets into the site just a little bit ahead of everybody else because you're trying to make that fast rotate over, but Heretics is already a step ahead of you. They get the spot, and then they can just relay bolt, pin him into the corner. Lover's Rock tries to go for the overdrive, but immediately gets dinked down to 5 health. Can't really do much more.
Look, nice. One on finger on me. Finger on me.
They look back at this one, though.
That was pretty nasty.
That was, but that's half of the round wins.
It is.
TH का comeback लग रहा है मुझे अब.
And
हो सकता है comeback.
See if they can keep it up. It is going to be a weaker buy here for BBL, so been able to put them onto that eco, that Hunter's Fury.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, Rose tagged down, not quite dead.
Ooh.
Rose managed to survive.
Well, didn't last long.
Lover's Rock. Vandal in hand, able to put it to good use. What a shutdown from Loida. Smart's absolutely destroying him with that bandit. Loida gets a second. Will finally be taken down, but it's gone into a 2v2.
Crazy. Oh, bhai. Come back. Hashtag come back.
A damn close affair. The Heretics managed to scrape by.
He got hit by that stun. That is crazy good stuff from Boo. Look at this. Bink. Oh my goodness. The second bullet
Crazy.
gets in there and finds the head, and then the stun wears off, and he's good for the final. So now it's Heretics' turn. Start streaking some rounds together. Lover's Rock goes back to the op. He's going to be under pressure early. Has to tuck into the corner to avoid recon. Just looking then, see if there's any follow-up behind it. I wouldn't expect Boo to try to aggressively challenge that, but he's going to hear these footsteps. So this kind of gets a little bit concerning for me for BBL, because the ag.al now has maybe a decent idea. Not sure if Loida made any noise over there.
Nice strategies.
Spotted the neon.
Nice.
Muzzle flare as well, so Rienz easily dispatched by Rose. Opening up a good amount of space. Going out. No smoke to cover this angle. Still giving an opportunity for Lover's Rock, but no.
अरे crazy cover
swing in, Boo finds the timing, and Heretics being revived from the dead. Brought back after that
Crazy
Lotus there,
comeback.
finding their footing here on Sunset
First
once
match
again,
वाला
as this
scene
will be
हो
them tying things up 4-4.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. When Boo's able to get that kind of space, hear those sound cues to know what's going on the map, he can just find so many openings for his team. Just make it so hard for BBL, who again overcommit on these rotates. I thought this might be something that the coaches would talk about during the timeout, is you guys are kind of overcommitting to some of this early contact, and therefore you're giving these opportunities for Heretics to gain space on sites. when you're really heavily committing to mid. I mean, I get you're setting up for the crunch. Heretics is leaning that direction, but Heretics is never going to overstep in those moments. You're going to have to be a little bit more disciplined. Heretics on the other end, it's just Boo just, again, using the information of the opponents that they're giving him against him and doing it beautifully. Well, round 9, and it is weak bye again for BBL. Couple rifles, couple sheriffs, Bucky for Lover's Rock. Bank account getting deep for Heretics. Kreven gonna see quite a bit. Just immediately starts pivoting the other way. Trying to bait him in for this Bucky.
It'll have to be one hell of a bait. Does manage to clear out the drone. Tucks on the corner being like, yeah, swing this way. But Heretics looking like they're happy with that. At least is what? Was the wall up? Did he have vision? I think he just killed him blind.
I gets through the smoke. Maybe there's a tracer.
Sometimes lucky.
Go, go, go.
Maybe just a tracer from the Vandal.
I don't know. Blue shot.
Easy.
I don't know either.
Easy. Nice.
Hand spotted into the head there as Benji Fishy won't be able to get the punish, shutting down that potential weapon upgrade. Reposition. We'll be able to find one. Rose now having to tuck away. Kreven trying to see if they swerve in towards market, but they're going to be pedaling over now towards the A site. Loida here, Vandal in hand. Not going to be spotted out by this cam. 30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds left.
Paranoia at the ready. Paranoia going to be sent. One player spotted. Kills not yet found, but there it is. Can only be the one. Who guns down the remainders. And now it's just Kreven. We're trying to see if he can keep them in this round. The spike down on the floor. The double baseball. It's going to be Wood again.
4-5.
Hits himself
Easy.
another 3K. Another big round. As Heretics slot into the lead.
Well, they're really in the groove now. BBL is starting to crumble a bit, losing some of that confidence, some of that swagger. So now you're getting some, again, just really good map reads. Heretics being so patient. It's like find a pick and then go to the other side because they know that BBL is going to overreact to that. BBL has been shifting so quickly, trying to be that team that can get there. Okay, bye-bye.
2 kills going to be found as goes members of Benji. Come away with some goods. Paranoia out as well as Boo is already into the back of sight, just keeping him distracted. And Lloyd, none the wiser, ends up getting flanked through alley. This is a massive investment for BBL. Cannot get this economy going.
Awesome.
Unable to stir this up.
Over there.
Net the back of box, but it's 2 players stacked on this 90-degree angle. Kreven, yep. Nothing more to be done about that. LaRock now to try to survive, to try to escape. Heretics
4-6.
move up to 6.
And this is just one of those rounds that sometimes Heretics is going to throw at you. It's not most rounds, it's very few. 1 or 2.5 where they just all of a sudden are like, fast execute, go. And you're lulled into this false sense of security against them because they often like to default. They often like to kind of ping pong around the map. They're going to toy with you a little bit. I mean, how many of these rounds we've seen the clock timer turn red because the timer is running out? This one, I mean, we're not even ready. It's so fast. Nobody anticipates this. Just a counter slide there. Koshmaris wins it. And then there's Benji right there. Good for the trade. Very nicely set up. A good paranoia or a good flash. There you go. Easy peasy. Heretics.
Yes, easy peasy. 48.
Always looking for that one round where they can kind of catch you off guard, and there it was. Woot has his ult. Do have Rose with the Hunter's Fury. The buys all over the place for BBL.
I mean, Woot, if he gets into the right spot, it could just be a quick cancel on that Hunter's Fury as well.
Correct.
I'm out of here.
That's why you're looking.
Nothing going to be spotted there. Okay. Loida catching Boo over at alley. Now they're going to look to try to pivot their way forward, but what a shot from Kreven, making that look casual as all hell! He gets another! A monstrous shutdown on the entry, and Benji watching his teammate bleeding out on the floor. Desperately trying to find anything that he can.
Oh boy.
No way to rescue him. No way to convert this round.
Oh.
Grabs the spike, tucks back over onto the site, the baseboard.
Oh.
Somehow a shot on the Kreven. But he's down to 10. He would have to be cleared. Oh my god, he makes it close.
Nice.
Larock will be the last one standing to break the win streak and get BBL another round victory.
Oh, please explain that round to me. That was so wild.
What the hell just happened?
That was crazy. I mean, Kreven has been ridiculously good today. I cannot credit him enough right now. He has just been an absolute monster, especially on Breeze and Sunset here. But I mean, Benji almost wins that when it looked like it was done.
अच्छा comeback है, अब नहीं रोक सकते TH को ये.
The final blow dealt. If he clutches that out, Hunter's Fury going to be committed into this one as Mars. Looking forward to be able to find Lloyd, however, going to be taken down. Hunter's Fury on the prowl, trying to find anything they can get. Rien's tucked away, catches Lover's Rock. And now suddenly it is just Larock left standing.
Hilaro class.
And it's just back to back to back insanity. Annihilation shuts down a player going to be grabbed across Mars. Quickly repositions at Boba. And that is the half. Done and dusted with Heretics out in front by 2.
I feel like the comms starting to break down a little bit there for BBL. You know, they don't identify that Rienz is in the cubby until Lover's Rock doesn't even check him. I mean, he's out in the open. He's sitting there and he just runs right by him, never even looks. And then nobody gets comm to that Rienz is there. So then another player's walking down mid, not even looking at him. So I think coach here for BBL, if I'm him, I'm saying, whoa, comms boys, we need to tighten it up. Make sure that we're not giving up the freebies there.
Things getting really rough there. Here into the halftime, let's go ahead and send things over to Ian and Lou and check in.
Et on est avec Wojtek, le maître des clés, et on va un petit peu vous expliquer comment ça fonctionne, ce système de briseur de clés, Ian.
We are at a clutch point of this series because for the first time here at the STC Arena, when this map is done, a key will be crushed. Will it be our title defenders? And as you can see, they've got a very special key here. Will it be Team Heretics or BBL that goes beneath our key crusher?
Je peux toucher?
Huh?
Can I touch?
No, no.
We don't do this here, right? It's too expensive. Okay, fair enough. Who do you think will get crushed? Which team?
I think it would be heartbreaking to see our title defenders go out so early, but it would also be quite a good story, wouldn't it? What do you think?
Yeah, what do you guys think? You know, I'm not answering that question. So you're rooting for Team Heretics. Je vais demander aux fans, s'il vous plaît, dans le public, je sais qu'il y a énormément de fans, Carmine Corp, Vitality, Gentlemate, mais ici, qui pense que Team Heretics va perdre ce match? Qui pense que ce sont les BBL qui vont perdre ce match?
Wait, you're asking who's going to get crushed?
Yes. So apparently it's going to be BBL. Just saying.
Let me try. Will it be Team Heretics? Or will it be BBL?
I think we have our answer.
I think we do. But we're going to find out truly in the server.
Now we will. Crowd feeling, I don't know about you, feeling a little split on that one.
Yeah, clearly.
They need to make up their minds.
Ian's like, no touching.
It's a little one-sided. This half, I mean, BBL getting up to 5, given some of the scenes that we were witnessing. Feels borderline miraculous. When Heretics found that footing, it felt like they were going to run away with this map completely and utterly.
I feel like another OT is on the cards. That's how I'm feeling. It just is really close. I think, you know, BBL, I would expect to be pretty proficient on the attacker side here. Get the spot out. Know you have a little bit of space. Lover's Rock gonna claim it.
He is just playing this so slowly.
It's all fake.
Attempted that shot.
Lover Rock.
Going wide. Jump up. And this is all, as you say, to draw attention. They now have to try to re-clear the site. Get him flushed out. Meanwhile, Boo. Damage going to be suffered. Setting up a smoke on that alley side, but no one on that approach. Slow creep in and out. Lovers Rock situated in mid. We'll try to find some damage. We'll just rip across. Very casually, but he's ended up beating quite a bit. 43 health remaining on him. Team effort. Clear out that barrier mesh.
Still has the grab net though.
Oh, nice bomb.
Gonna be taken down. Mood able to find Kreven as well. Throws, trying to capitalize off that blind, but he just can't make anything happen. Rien's now able to find one with that frenzy. And Loida has to do it all. The right click. Gonna be good for one. Gets it into the 1v1. The defuse being stuck. There's no bullets. But he's got him off the defuse. As they just dance around Benji.
Oh, Benji पे bullets
no hope. What a batshit clutch.
Shit, yaar.
As no one knew what the hell was going on. But it's BBL.
Oh, absolutely wild, absolutely bizarre. This match has delivered a few of those moments. And this one, maybe the most bizarre yet. Runs out of bullets, picks up a gun. That one's not doing so good either. But oh my God.
Benji पे 0 थी bullet.
I thought Heretics had this one. They were steamrolling through that.
Oh, nice.
A 1-1. To start things off. Going into the next round. Benji dead. Lovers Rock traded. Mars again going for a bit of investment, having the stinger in hand. Needing to find value is Woot. Getting tagged up.
Whoa.
Oh my God!
Gun here. Oh, I love it.
Oh, I mean, that is disgusting.
More of that.
If you're cheering for Heretics, but that is absolutely gorgeous. If you're in the BBL camp.
More of that, please. That is so sick. I mean, it's just incredible how these players will just hit these grooves on either side. A lot of different players today. I don't know that there's much Woot can do about this. Caught by the grab net and just has to peel away and preferably find a way to die to a spike or something. Boo will find a stinger out in the wild. So let's see if there's anything further that can kind of materialize in this round for Team Heretics, or if it's just going to be a die to the spike. I mean, the deadlock wall is here. I don't know why in a million years you'd ever even bother to challenge it. Just hide behind it, kind of wait it out. In theory, wait to the spike, and we should be good to go for another one. All right, looking at this next one for Heretics to see how they're going to be able to start getting the defender side figured out. I mean, my guess is that you're going to want to work a lot around the information game. I mean, you have a Cypher, you have a Sova, you have a KO. You have so much ability here to kind of check different parts of the map consistently and really just kind of, in theory, keep BBL in check, but BBL just willing to be aggressive, so could go the other way and kind of work against them.
Now, 7-7. BBL looking for that bonus conversion to try to put Heretics 6 feet under.
What a
amount of firepower still available to them here.
Task it would be. Using some of that util early to buy a little bit of space. Rien's with the pre-fire. Suspects they might be coming. So sends out the recon. It's cleared very quickly, and Lovers Rock already has been dead.
Cypher down.
क्या Rien's clutch कर पाएगा? Nice.
That is a casual shot from Rien's. Kreven dispatched with ease, but Lovers Rock peeks in towards Boba. Eliminations instantly found. And now a player disadvantage for Heretics.
Oh, timing on that dart a little
Oh.
early.
One Rienz. 3K form, back now into a 2v2. Barrier mesh. Be expiring as he goes scaling forwards, looking for that fourth kill.
Oh,
He's
nice,
got it.
Rienz.
An ace to prevent the bonus conversion. The shock dart at his feet.
Ooh.
And Rienz, he comes alive.
Bhai sahab, Rienz crazy.
I don't know how he does it. Time and time again. Rienz. So good
Kya
for this
round
Heretic
jita raha hai.
squad. And that looked like a bonus for sure. But a late lurk from Boo helped set this up in a lot of different ways. And then the good shooting from Rienz. I mean, he gets hit by the shock dart. He has 39 HP. He's down to 4.
Clutch clutch.
Just
बहुत crazy
barely.
clutch और.
And he's going to stand up and let him know. What an ace. What a moment.
It's a masterful one there from Rienz, but again, bonus for BBL. And it had to come down to the heroics.
There.
1 round lead for Heretics. Need to be able to continue to find success off the back here.
Well, you got a Hunter's Fury, believe it or not. So, opportunity, maybe get that free pick. Oh my God, Lover's Rock.
He is in deep. Trying to no-scope Benji. Would have been able to have the kill. One of 2 that has that half armor. Meanwhile,
बढ़िया Boo.
catching Loida
Easy है.
at the bottom of mid.
That was a crunch.
Spike still on the floor. Now Benji planted quite far forward.
Well, go back to a bit of defaulting, a little bit of ping-ponging around the map. So BBL trying to re-clear mid, hoping that the pressure has been released by Team Heretics, and they're kind of right, but kind of not. Just depends. Nobody's really looking in their direction.
30 seconds
Other
left.
than Wu, if they push that far.
Dancing around these shots. Lovers Rock as well. Ready for that push. Boo going to be eliminated. Hunter's Fury.
Oh, short.
Another tag.
Stave off this Neon. Meanwhile, the peak to come in, but
Nice,
Rienz again
Rienz.
to nail the shot.
Rienz ने मार ली इनने.
Rock alone on the side, 45 health.
Oh,
Shot down
bhai.
his feet would have had him dead, but it's going to be Wu taking it instead. And now, without any further presence forward, this Hunter's Fury is a pipe dream. He has to try to separate them completely and utterly apart. Clear the 0 point, the defuse being held.
आवाज नहीं आई शायद.
Gets it up to half, both of them.
Oh,
He
yes.
still does manage to take another with
Nice,
him.
nice.
It's good damage found, but it's still
7-9.
around, going the way of Heretics.
Okay. I mean, again,
Easy win for
Rienz just
Heretics.
hitting some nasty shots, but this time it's the macro for Team Heretics that is winning them this round. It's having that Hunter's Fury early, gets you another kill, gets Krevin down. That's the Viper out of it. Makes it a lot more difficult for the attackers to hold on to this post plant without that poison cloud, without that snake bite.
Nice, Sundays, let's go.
And just the way they crunched into mid, the 2-2. You know, once Lover's Rock is there, they know there's maybe another layer behind it. Kashmaris thinking about trying to go for a bit of a peek, but nobody from BBL was home. They do have rifles still, 1 Guardian for Krevin.
Poison's off.
This BBL needs to get this back on the right track. This round very critical for them. Money going to be pretty low on a lot of their players if they can't find some value here, get the win.
कोई push नहीं कर
Same
रहा.
could be true for Heretics though, so this is just a pivotal round in general.
Yeah. Completely make or break it for either team.
That's huge info though.
Pacho.
They're not really reacting to it. They're expecting a counter rotate, and instead BBL doubling down.
पांचों push दे रहे हैं.
BBL has been doing a lot of shenanigans trying to sell some fakes. Realized very quickly that this is not one of those occasions. What's going to be coming in? Boo trying to align the shots, but Lover's Rock
ये miss कर गया.
catches him just a little bit faster. Hunter's Fury expended from Rose. Nothing to be found off the back of that, but the site is going to be emptied.
30 seconds left.
Plant can come through. flank from Benji. Gonna be watched as he starts creeping his way over towards Tiles.
No escape.
Grab that around the corner. Trying to slow them up on the approach. Fragment as well, gonna be lobbed in. Rose his attention now tied over towards Street, but BBL there coming out on top, and now suddenly it's just Benji Fishy remaining. The 1v4. BBL managing to fight back, denying Heretics from getting up to double digits.
And this is, again, like we saw on Breeze, just really good back and forth between the IGLs. This time it's BBL who's been kind of ping-ponging around the map, really running down the clock. In this one, they get two players that are 0-pointed, and they go, you know, they probably think we're gonna rotate off of that because that's giving away a lot of info, but let's just keep going. Let's see how they respond. And that is 100% the right decision because Boo was all alone. He's on an island. And then from there, you just set up the crossfires on the site. You can play for contact here for Rose to swing out from main. Very nicely done. It's exactly what they needed. Heretics coach probably feeling like, oh man, we had him on the ropes. We had him on the ropes.
Revealing area.
They bounce right back up.
We're back one Bandit alongside this Phantom as well. These players having to go for the save. Cam gonna be cleared out. Looks like BBL, they're anticipating a bit of a rush here from Heretics, but they're gonna be more than happy to just sit back. Wait for BBL to go to them.
This is going to be a tough round for BBL to dissect. There is going to be a lot that Heretics are going to give over to you in terms of the information game. They do show Rien's presence. That doesn't mean too much. But they are going to just rotate away from that. I don't blame them.
Oh, Lover's Rock. Flash sent out into mid, the double scale from that market side as well. It's going to be Wu taking the fight first. He gets taken down,
Oh,
but they will be
nice
able to overwhelm him, so now a gun can be collected. That's two rifles into the hands of Heretics. Cosmaris immediately investing this overdrive, slides the corner, Crumbing going to be taken down. Benji able to find a Rose. The Annihilation ended up going wide for LaRock. Hitting the transfer is Loita. The last one standing, trying desperately to get that spray to connect. It's going to be a fadeaway shot. Rien's swept off his feet.
इंटेंस मैच चल रहा है फिर से.
That's narrow margins.
Yeah, I mean, Heretics have some really good ideas. They get that clear onto B main, and they're like, all right, now we start crunching towards the rest of the map. They're not really committing that way. Let's start swinging in towards that A site early. See if we can do some damage. Man, Loita is having a go of it.
Yes!
Had a lot of different step-ups today from a lot of different players in this match.
Rockets just giving it to him. Always willing to be the bad guy. And this is now Heretics very much feeling the pressure. The trash talk is there, but still a scary position for BBL to be in. They're running this back, they're tying it up. They're not out of the woods yet.
No, not at all. And now you got to think about, as Heretics, is this your moment to go for some kind of strike, but you have that KO ultimate, so you know you're probably thinking more retake, more counter execute than you are just going for some kind of big quick hit. But we'll see. The way they're kind of lined up here at A main, no, they're going to back off.
Okay,
बहुत बढ़िया
the damage going to be out, but still able to find that kill.
I mean, this has to be so fast from BBL. And now they're scared because of that cam. It was actually free.
Benji and Market getting hold the line.
Oh.
Gets himself a second. Rien's in the fray. As Benji stands up and says, I'm not crying. Shuts them down on entry. 3 kills found. Fans here in Paris, they want to see Heretics carry on. Take that next step.
Oh. Krevin goes jumping in there. Like, I'll save you. Oh, no.
That one slipped out.
I love it. Absolutely love the back and forth. On their feet. I mean, again, these two teams, no strangers to each other. And is this, again, another immediate counter timeout from the BBL staff? We've seen this before. Where
seems to be the case.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I think here just maybe kind of saying, oh, well, some of this fakery and trickery that we're doing is a little bit mismanaged. You're not really capitalizing on some of the opportunities, or hell, just run at them. Just run them down. Don't give them time to react and kind of read the map.
So let's start again.
Goes to something cheeky there. All of them having a bit of a giggle.
Oh.
I mean, Rien's one away from another Hunter's Fury. Benji already has his ult. Nobody really close to their cycle on BBL.
Cannot see an outlaw online. It's 4 half armors for BBL. Playing defensive tunnelers for Boo. He's out in front, playing alone. Puts himself on an island and gets swallowed into the sea. Looking for that third, can't quite drag it across to find the connection. Still gets him right back in.
Beautiful flash from Woot. I assume that means a change of ideas for BBL in this one. They're starting to work their way over to the other side, and no real easy target for the Neural Theft for Benji here. They're pretty far forward, so maybe if they just kind of clear forward a little bit, they'll use it, but it might kind of be for naught. All 3 players still over on A, and BBL is slowly but surely W keying their way to B, and they're going to be, if they keep going ahead of the curve. Yes, there is the trip here, but
crazy. So now they have to try to up the pace here a bit. They have no idea where Heretics could be.
Spike planted.
And it's the first to arrive on the scene. 0 point to check mark it out, making sure that this is going to be safe to push forward. Nothing spotted. Lovers Rock considering a rewrap through mid. Thinks better of it. That being the correct call for him. Fragment in a little bit too deep. Moita trying to cheat forward, trying to get this elimination. On a Rian takes the fight, takes his life. The Hunter's Fury immediately connecting. Lovers Rock dead. It's all on Rose. Unscouted! As he destroys them both. The recon lets him isolate it down to one side of approach. The time is just not there.
बढ़िया Rian. This over क्या?
Takes it close but not close enough. 10 to 10. BBL. They get the clutch and they tie it up.
I mean, it is crazy how rounds can come down to someone not just turning a little bit one way or another. And I thought for a second Rienz was going to outdo Rose in the clutch. But it's Rose this time who learns that he just needs to wait a little bit longer. Does it perfectly.
And it all goes back to that fragment. It ends up too deep in the cubby.
Yeah.
He's got just enough space to tuck away, but they think it's cleared. So they don't check the corner. And Rose gets away with murder.
Very much not. Very much not clear. That's a huge round here for BBL. How they're going to be into an alt cycle. Whereas most of Team Heretics is away from theirs other than Boo, who can be very impactful with it, don't get me wrong. But you're going to be getting real close to the pit, to an annihilation. Hunter's Fury already available, one away from the overdrive. They get this round. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
He gets the kill, he gets the tap. Lovers Rock down to 10. Hunter's Fury going to be sent down, and Woot does get killed. Meanwhile, Lovers Rock is just free to scale off of that. Schmer's going to be good for one. Looks for a little bit more, but it's tiny little lick damage suffered by Krevin. Rienz and Benji have to try to bail them out yet again. It's BBL. Regaining the lead. And Krevin, the damage suffered, significant. But Benji now dead on the flank. A pit in his face, and Rienz has his work cut out. Have to lock him into position. The decay all the way down. Lusova just on the other side of the wall. And ultimately, Rienz has to make the call to let this round go, to let BBL move up to 11. As he just looks to hold on to this weapon. The money just isn't there.
Just absolute madness again. I mean, it looks like that Outlaw is going to be BBL's doom, but they use that Hunter's Fury. Rose immediately knows he needs to get the ability to open up the site for his team.
10-11 हो चुका है.
And that forces a retreat from Heretics. And that's exactly when Lover's Rock wants to strike. But you had to use 3 ultimates in that round. That's the only good news here for Heretics, but the bad news is your money's bad. You're now a round down to boot. Lover's Rock can go for the Outlaw, even though Rienz will be able to withstand it.
It is one mishmash of a bye. Rienz taking point, pushing forward, fun to punish. Eats the damage, down to 10, shocked out of the corner, not going to be able to clear him out. He manages to back away, and Lover's Rock is now out of the equation.
It's a big win. The good news for BBL is you're not going to give that gun over easily. Nice. Linger by Loida. Yeah.
Guys, जरा मैं 5 मिनट मारूँ.
Common and cheeky. Finds that catch. Drone cleared out.
And they're trying to bait for Rose. I don't think it got the spot onto him.
And we're going to be cleared. Shoulder spotted of Boo. No way to try to peek into this one. This Annihilation is going to be popped. Just looking for a target. Where does LaRock decide to send it? Rebound over in towards Bo, but no one can be caught by that. Benji going to be locked in position, but the counter spam is good for one. But LaRock catches Rienz. Benji now gone.
30 seconds left.
Koshmaris making a bit of noise over in mid with that Ares, but this round just feels like a bit of a bridge too far for him. He's contained back away. Trying to safely clear out the barrier mesh, but that's going to take some time. Bullets that he just cannot afford to expend.
Last player standing.
Who finds that perhaps a weapon grab, but now Koshmaris. A 1v3, a player on the corner. Considering the slide forward, we'll be able to find the one, but nothing more than that. LaRock will take him down, and BBL get themselves up to match point.
They are so good today. It has been neck and neck in 2 of the 3 maps. In the other map, it was all BBL. Loita so smart. Stay up on that box. Know that Team Heretics is going to be curious about that gun that got dropped. And they're able to just hold the line there. I think the only thing I didn't like about that round was they ripped the Annihilation before the recon dart hit Benji. They could have had him for free, but everything else went really well for them. Spot on to just Krevin, I think. Maybe, yeah, just Krevin. So that doesn't tell you a ton as Heretics. Kind of an expected position potentially for a solo player. Lover's Rock trying to maybe drum up some attention in mid, but Heretics looking for that mid crunch again. Not going to be found. Looked to go on a timing off of Woot's flash. All of BBL had peeled back. You only see Boo. Krevin maybe wants to challenge it.
He does, and he wins it. Boo dead, ag.al on the floor. Krevin looking for maybe a little bit more. And Koshmaris spotting him on that retreat. Smoke on the market, Benji and Rienz again, the ones being put under the pressure. Looking to try to succeed, and Rienz nearly gets that second kill, but LaRock taking down his backup. The rival now, however, of Koshmaris is only going to be good for the one. Woot, a 1v3, a swing, he's dead, and Heretics are done! No back-to-back! The title defenders have been eliminated as BBL will advance to the semifinal.
Sometimes the villains are the protagonists, and BBL have set themselves up for quite the story here in Paris. What tremendous resilience after losing their map pick in heartbreaking OT fashion. Domination on Lotus, and then a close but assured victory on Sunset. This young Turkish squad absolutely can fry, and they have done it on the international stage.
BBL जीते ना?
2-1.
I think that does be so mid, but you only see Boo.
चलो अच्छा खेली BBL.
चलो guys, wants to challenge it.
बाद में कभी स्ट्रीम पे फिलहाल मैं जाता हूँ. सभी को बाय.
Boo dead. ag.al on the floor. Scraven looking for maybe a little bit more. And Koshmaris spotting him on that retreat.